going on? It's your dog Art Man Boxing, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Oh man, it's what, January 11th, and no news, any updates on Canelo versus Charlo, but we're still talking about it. We're still talking about the disadvantages, the advantages, the strategic uh, cherry picking, whatever. We're just talking about it. You know, I like Charlo, I really do. And I like Canelo, but we gotta be real. Canelo does have the advantage if they're fighting at 168, and that's the weight difference. Let's be real, dude. Canelo's won a title at 175. Now he's making the 160 pounder fight him at 168. Now, a lot of people are just like, yo, I'm finally glad to see Canelo stepping up to fight Charlo, da 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 da. But me, guys like me, I'm looking back like, hold on, wait, this is strange. At first, you guys didn't want a Charlo fight versus Canelo. Now you're comfortable with it. Why the sudden change? What happened in the time frame from where the franchise belt was created to now to make you guys want to change your mind about this fight? Because let's be real, y'all was saying y'all ain't want the fight. But let me go ahead and share this link and let everybody know that we are live. I know I don't usually go on at 12 noon, but I'm like, let me just try it out. See if anybody here watching. So what? But let me share this link out so people can see that we are live right now. Yep. Nah, but real shit though. I feel like the fight will still be a great fight. Um, I ain't gonna lie, I want to see it. I never said I didn't want to see the fight. I want to see this fight. I want to see Charlo muscle him. I want to see Charlo try to knock him out. I don't want to see Charlo go in there trying to outbox him. I don't want to see Charlo go in there talking to him like Caleb Plant. Now, damn sure don't want him to see it. Want him in there throwing 5 jabs in a row like Danny Jacobs. I want to see a full, confident Jermall Charlo go in there and try to KO him, because that's the only way you can win this fight. That is the only way you can win this fight. If anybody's saying that Charlo is going to outbox Canelo and win on the points, that's not happening. We all know that shit is not fucking happening. The only way to beat Canelo is by knockout. Real shit. And you know what's so interesting? Every Canelo fan, or every Canelo opponent, whatever, whenever they sign up to fight him, the media always asks the opponent, hey, so what do you think about the judges' scorecards? What do you think about the scorecards? The score. Are you worried that it's going to go to the scorecards? Conversations like that lets you know that there's a problem in boxing and there's corruption in boxing. How the fuck is it a known thing that Canelo, when you fight him, there's judges that's going to be on his side? Shit don't make no sense. So is the world telling, is the boxing world telling us that, hey, no matter who you are, Canelo's always going to have the advantage when it comes to judges? And I know a lot of people like to say, well, it's the A side. It's the A side. Nah, this is more than just the A side, because he wasn't the A side against Mayweather. And we seen how a judge scored it 114 to 114. Gave that shit a draw. And Canelo fans today can't even tell you what round Canelo won. So the fact that it's a well-known thing in boxing that when you're fighting against Canelo, you're fighting against the judges. That's very shameful. Canelo, man, he always has the advantage. He's not fighting a guy and he doesn't have the advantage over. And as we can see in the Triple G2 fight, he wanted to have the advantage over Triple G by taking clenbuterol. So how's it going, man? It's Rob in the UK. Shout out Rob in the UK. Shout out to everybody in the UK, man. Even though I talk a lot of shit, y'all always support the art, man. I respect that. You guys continue to go to artmanapparel.com and buy some of that War Cheeseman merch. Real shit. But side note, side note, George Kambosos, yo. I just seen him respond to my dude Ray on Twitter because George Kambosos had blocked Ray on Twitter for saying, uh, fight Devin Haney. Let me see. Let me look this shit up right now. Oh shit. George Kambosos blocked my dude Ray on Twitter, right? And the people was coming at him. They're coming at him. They're saying, "Dude, you're fucking wild." You know what I'm saying? Why you blocking this? Why you blocking fans for saying fight a guy that holds the last belt in your division? And then he tries to make this lame ass excuse, talking about some I blocked you because off other comments towards something else, which I found disgusting. Nothing to do with anything boxing related, to be honest. Settle down, buddy. I'm giving the fans what they want. Haney, Loma, Tank, they all get it one by one. Whatever the fuck that means, dude. Whatever the fuck that means, man. Really. Yo, he's full of shit, dude. And we know it. He don't want that Devin smoke. I wouldn't want that Devin smoke either if I went life or death with somebody who has asthma. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what a lot of fighters are doing these days. But I wouldn't be surprised if George Kambosos got on the Peds too, and then built up the confidence and said, and now I'm ready to fight Devin Haney. Real shit. But back to Canelo and Charlo or whatever. Dude, you guys are full of shit, man. They did not want the fight. They did not want the fight at 160, man. They didn't want it. They did not want the fight at 160, bro. But now that they know Canelo's fully juiced out, he's been cycling really well, and he's doing his thing in the higher division. Now they're like, oh, okay, let's make it happen now. He said, yeah, let's go do it now. Let's make it happen now. And that's what I'm calling. I'm trying to call people out, man. He said, Art man, can I get your thoughts on Rolly being innocent? To be honest, I'm gonna keep it 100. I stayed out of that situation because I kind of had a feeling that all that was kind of complete bullshit. Because if you're not gonna file criminal charges, then what the hell are you doing exactly? You know? But it's not my place to go out and say, oh, the women's lying or telling the truth. I just wanted to see how everything played out, and it looked like it played out how it's supposed to. He didn't do nothing wrong, and that's that. And looks like we're gonna get a Javante Davis versus Rolly fight, which I don't want. So that's it. But yeah, they want the fight with Canelo Alvarez and Charlo because they know Canelo is fully juiced now. We get it, man. We get the play. That's all I'm asking. Can you guys stop talking? Can y'all stop saying that bullshit? Because people in my face saying, Art man, what are you saying? Are you saying Charlo sucks? You've been calling for this fight. Yeah, I've been calling for the fight at 160, dude. And just like that, things change. He's not at 160. Canelo's not at 160 no more. He's at 175, 168 now. And he's in talks to go to cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? So how is this the same? This isn't the same. It's like y'all boxing logic went out the window when it involves your favorite fighter. Real shit, because nobody, none of you guys, nobody on boxing Twitter, boxing Instagram, boxing Facebook would say, I suggest Canelo Alvarez go up and fight Better Beef on his very first fight at 175. No one would say that. Matter of fact, no one would say, Regis Prograis, you should fight Errol Spence on your very, very first fight at 175. Me at 147. You should fight Regis, you should fight Errol Spence on your very first fight at 147. I'm at. Nobody in the world will say no shit like that. So don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, well, I think it's great. I think it's a great, yeah, you think it's a great fight because you know Canelo has a better chance of beating Jermall Charlo at that weight class. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. He said doesn't mean Rolly's innocent, just means the charges weren't strong enough for the file for an assault case. And yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. You know, it's not my place to say they're wrong, right, or anything like that. But obviously, you know, there wasn't no assault charges filed, so that's that. He said Canelo cherry picks a user rehydration clause to hinder bigger guys. Super middle, fair enough. But Kovalev and Makabu light heavyweight cruiser. Come on, man. Fight bitter beef or get the fuck out. Yeah, exactly. You know, and Canelo's strategically cherry picking. That's why I feel like even in this particular situation with Charlo, he could be making a mistake by thinking, oh, Charlo's going to be easy work if I move him up in weight. You know what I'm saying? He might make that mistake thinking that. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like they're putting things in motion where Canelo's going to have the clear advantage. Now I'm hearing things like Charlo saying he's willing to go to Mexico for this fight. I said, oh, man. Yeah, I don't like that type of talk because now it sounds like that payday talk. It sounds like the payday talk, and you're just happy for the opportunity. Man, somebody said something so funny to me, so goofy today on Twitter, try to make me seem or try to clown me. You know, look, let me see it. Somebody said Canelo fans are only cool with Charlo because Better Beef proved that he ain't that old yet. Exactly. If Better Beef would have struggled against Marcus Brown, they'd have been like, oh nah, Canelo needs to fight him right now. But anyway, somebody said, is Charlo complaining about fighting Canelo at 168? Question mark, question mark. Dude, if you're gonna get the biggest payday in your fucking life, why the hell would you be complaining about the rules? The fuck? What are you talking about? I don't understand that. These people are fucking stupid. They're like, oh, well, if he's not saying anything, then it should be cool, right? No, he's not saying anything because he's gonna get the biggest payday of his fucking life. But boxing fans, real boxing fans, looking at this like, yo, okay, why all of a sudden you guys are happy with him wanting to fight now? What happened? What happened? What's changed since then? Say you weren't high on Better Beef until he beat the brakes off of Brown. Remember, you said he was all hype. I didn't say he was all hype. I did not say he was all hype. My thoughts was he was getting old in age and he hasn't fought anybody like a Marcus Brown. And he proved me wrong. He beat Marcus Brown, and I give him credit. And I give him credit where it's due. It was a completely fair fight. He wasn't moving somebody up in weight. He's not on the clenbuterol. No sanctioned body, raised the levels for him. So it was none of that. And that's how boxing's supposed to go, right? Said, I'm still not sold on the Canelo fight yet. Joe Smith Jr. fights this weekend. That's true. Yeah, D-Hop. Real shit. Said Canelo team said they're not even in talks with that one. Yeah, and that's true, dude. I'm thinking like, man, because everybody's all hyped up, boosting about this fight. We're talking about this fight. We're getting ratings and shit. I mean, higher viewerships talking about it, obviously because the public want it. But knowing Canelo, man, they pull the switcheroo every time, dude. They'll throw this fighter name out there. Next thing you know, he fighting fucking Rocky Fielding. So, what Rillos do you be fucking with the most? LOL. I don't smoke Rillos, man. I only smoke papers. Yeah, I don't smoke Rillos. I only smoke papers, man. Papers only. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like. I feel like when you smoking, uh, gars and shit, and swishers and all that shit. I feel like you're blocking out the taste of your herb. But when you're using papers, you can taste the herb, and that shit tastes fire, especially if you're smoking fire. But yeah, you know me, art man. Hey, one of the best moments of 2021 is actually smoking a J at Wilder versus Fury 3. Man, that shit's fucking lit. Seeing that was dope, man. But yeah, when Joe Smith Jr. knock out this random guy, they're gonna be saying, "Oh yeah," so watch for the energy change. Oh yeah, said blunts are bad for your teeth. And I heard it's bad for your back as well. Nah, real shit. These guys, they be smoking backwoods and all that shit. Man, it's smoke a whole tree bark and shit. I'm like, dude, you can't even taste the motherfucking weed. You tasting full of tobacco. Hell nah. You smoking all tobacco and a little bit of weed. But yeah, I can't wait to see David Morrell. Every time I see your name, and I keep on thinking it's the real David Morrell. But man, I can't wait to see David Morrell perform again here in Minneapolis, dude. I would love to see David Morrell versus Benavidez. David Morrell versus Benavidez here in Minnesota. Dude, we got a big Mexican community here. It's gonna be, man, it will be nice. I'm pretty sure they'll have that fight in like Texas or Cali, but I don't know. Minnesota's you guys got to come out to that armory. It's called the Armory. It's a nice venue in Minneapolis, and Al Heyman and PBC, they always throw great fights out there. It was the venue where Fox got robbed by the WBA. Despite that, it's a great venue. David Morrell fights out of there. Yeah, my bad. I hate when people call me when I'm on my live. They don't call me when I'm fucking not on live, but they want to call me when I'm doing something. Said they should fight in Arizona. You see the BS decision they gave Benavidez Jr. Oh, you said they shouldn't fight in Arizona. Hell yeah. Don't fight in Arizona. Hell no. Hell no. Sometimes I honestly feel like these companies, they need to like analyze where certain fights are at because you got to think about the crowd. The crowd be getting upset, be wanting to fight. Some of these people be in the crowd high off of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not just weed. I'm gonna keep it 100. What fight was I at? I was at What fight was I at? It was some Mexican fighter. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Polo, you know his name. The Mexican fighter who fought at the Emery before Morel and them fought just last. It was some guy. But anyways, man, he was fighting right, and he had his people there. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the crowd watching them. You know what I'm saying, smoking my J or whatever, and these dudes is fucking tuning that thing. Yeah, not Rayo, not Rayo. It was somebody else. He had the main card. He had the main card. It was at the Armory, but man, there was two lines and shit or whatever. But I'm like, dude, these fans be wild, dude. It's not Rayo. I want to say Ramos. For some reason, I want to say Abel Ramos. I think that's him. Yeah, nah, I think so. Yeah, Jesus Ramos, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, his people, man, his crowd, man, they was in there sniffing lines and shit or whatever. I'm like, dude, y'all gotta watch out. People in the crowd be turned up. If you go to Arizona and they give David Benavidez a bad decision or whatever, David Benavidez get knocked out by Morrell, the Cuban. What, man? That crowd gonna go nuts, man. I wouldn't be surprised they jumped in the ring trying to fight David Morrell. They don't play that shit, man. Isn't that the same place where they're throwing bottles? They're throwing bottles in the fucking ring when Danny Jacobs, no, when Chavez Jr. quit. Said it gets wild in Minnesota. Oh my lord! And I was at the Maestro fight. I'm telling you, they hurry up and got him out of that ring and out of there so fast after that fucking robbery. I'm not capping. As soon as they read off that scorecard, people were like, "Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the hell?" Like, man, bro. People be drunk, man. They wanted to fucking, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them. I wanted to throw some shit in the fucking ring because that was some bullshit. But you gotta watch out, man. They got these broadcasters. They gotta, you know, select these venues carefully. But Minnesota, I feel like it's a nice venue for the most part compared to Arizona. So I would prefer Morrell versus Benavidez here in Minneapolis. Said, "What's up, Art Man? I'm that guy from Twitter. I got so many guys from Twitter that's on my YouTube. That's why I carry pistols. Motherfuckers get buck up, laying dudes down. Yeah, trust me, I carry two. I most definitely carry. Everywhere I go. But I remember the first time Morrell fought this year, there was like 4 fights that broke out. Yeah, motherfuckers be turned up. Say, yo, Art Man, what have you done if you went to freaking about a random fan team to start jumping you in the bathroom? Nah, I beat the fuck out of them. And they know, look, they knew not to fuck with me. Because let's be real, if I wasn't posting clips and shit like that of me hitting the bag or whatever, showing that, I got some decent boxing work, showing that I'm in shape and I know how to fight, trust me, they'll probably would have tried to test me that night. But they didn't. They actually took a picture of me from afar. Like they had to zoom in type shit with the camera and post it on Twitter and say, "Hey, Art Man, look at Art Man." They post that shit like an hour later. We was already at the crib and shit. I was at my hotel and shit. But I'm like, you guys are pussy. But let me tell you, this is what happened at that fight though. Look, after I got those free tickets from that fucking rich lady or whatever, I went to go find my seat. And they were just wrapping up the FA Jabba Frank Sanchez fight. I was like, damn, that was it? FA's fucking ass, man. Shit, he got his ass schooled. Anyways, finished that shit. And then they getting Wilder ready, you know what I'm saying? Wilder's about to walk out. Man, y'all see the clip? Man, I'm lighting my shit. Turned up, you know what I'm saying? Screaming top of my lungs. Shout out to Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Bomb squad and this bitch. Hell yeah. Turned up. I was right next to some British T fans, right? And it was a British T guy, his wife, and his whatever, his friend, whatever. I'm smoking, doing my thing, turned up. All I hear is, "Hey, mate, you can't be smoking that shit, mate." I'm like, hold on, the music's so loud, but I'm like, you can hear, when a British teeth person is talking. So you can just hear that weirdo accent. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, "Yeah, mate, you can't be smoking that shit, mate. My wife is pregnant. Me wife is pregnant." And I'm like, "Oh Lord, what the fuck?" I'm like, dude, I'm like, man, if you don't get out my face type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then his mate get up too. I'm like, "Ah shit." See? Ah shit, his mate getting up too. So I'm like, see, man, I already knew some shit like this can go down. But I was thinking to myself, like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I paid all this money on these tickets and I got 1,000 invested into this fight. I did not want to get kicked out of this fight and then go fucking sit in fucking Vegas and miss my flight. So I was like, you know what? For the greater good of the night, I'm like, you know what? I'll put it out for your wife. But don't get bucked. Don't try to get bucked. Cause I said, nigga, we can either watch the fight or we can have our own fight down there, nigga. And they knew the fuck where we was at. And they wanted to watch the fight too. So it's just like, you know what? All right, I'll put it out. I put the joint out. But right then and there, it could have went left. It could have went super left. But I wasn't drunk. I was just, smoking. So I wasn't on that. I'm going to get rowdy and try to start some shit. Nah. Said, hey, mate, me like sex partner. Shit's weird. Yeah, he said them UK motherfuckers soft as baby shit. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, and here's my thing. I'm like, yeah, I know I can whoop on dude. I know I can whoop him and his mate. But I don't want to, nigga, I ain't fucking get up all this money to spend on these tickets and shit. Fly out here to Vegas and spend all this money in a hotel, bet on Wild and all that shit just to fucking get thrown in jail, miss my flight home and have to spend more bread. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, this is Dave Chappelle got this thing. He says when keeping it real goes wrong. And that was a situation that I could have kept it real and it could have went wrong. Not saying I could have got my ass whooped, but nigga, there's police all in that bitch. It could have went left. Said respect before anything. Yeah, so I was just like, I'm just, I'm keep it cool. But if it was on some other shit, nah, then we'd have been scrapping. But anyways, good fight. Said shout out to my dude Alan Young. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, y'all got me talking about the fights and shit, man. That was a good ass fucking fight, man. Every time I think about that, Wilder versus Fury, that was a pretty good fight, but man, that count was so long. I'm gonna hold that shit to my fucking afro. It was great. I'm gonna hold that in forever, man. That count was long as shit. You wanna know how I know? I was there when Wilder knocked Fury down. Right, I had enough time to turn to the left of me, stab hands with a random black dude, turn up and say, yeah, nigga, Wilder did the motherfucking thing, it's lit, da-da-da. Did all that, and turn around and the ref is still on 8. Yeah. That's how I knew that fucking count was long as shit. I was there, nigga. Says some of them UK motherfuckers with it though. And don't be fooled. Yeah, I know we will be scrapping. Not saying they was gonna win. We was gonna be scrapping. And I ain't want to scrap. I ain't want to go to jail for what? Oh yeah. And then the picture. Back to that. The picture. So look, I'm just like, after the fight, right? I was really looking at my phone because I was trying to find a GPS back to my hotel because this is my first time in Vegas. I didn't rent a car or nothing like that. So I'm taking Lyft and Uber or walking. So I'm like, okay, shit, I gotta find my hotel. And my phone's about to die. So I'm looking at my phone, looking for my hotel. It wasn't, oh, I'm sad. Oh shit, let's see what the timeline's saying. Nah, it wasn't none of that. It was like, damn, I don't want to be stuck out in Vegas after all this shit. And I wanted to go live and talk about boxing and all that and what just happened, which I did. But anyways, I found my way out the venue. Now I'm walking back to my hotel. I'm in my hotel. I'm chilling. I'm already rolled up, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like, damn, man, I'm out of $1,000. That's the real shit I was thinking to myself. Like, fuck, I just lost that 1,000. Fuck, I gotta get back home. I gotta start painting some more pictures. Fuck, I was tight. But I'm scrolling through Twitter because, I ain't hiding. I ain't no pussy. My dude lost. What am I gonna do? Deactivate my Twitter and run away? Hell no. So I'm just reading to see what people saying about me. And then I see this bitch ass nigga, Rob Tebu from fucking boxing Twitter, from a UK guy, some jackass. I'm looking at it, and there's a picture of me looking at my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? I immediately dropped my phone and went to my fucking window on some Malcolm X shit, looking out the blinds like, yo, did anybody follow me to my fucking hotel? Real shit. Real shit. Because I'm like, man, now it got to a point where it's like, okay, this is not just boxing Twitter. You niggas is weird. I don't got my strap out here, nigga. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, knife a nigga up out here if it came down to it. So I was just like, yo, what's going on? So your heart dropped? No, real shit. Not my heart dropped, but it's like, you know, man, I've been in a situation where I had to defend my life. And your adrenaline gets to pumping like, quickly react. I gotta defend. What's going on? Somebody following me, somebody tracking me, I gotta see. Do I have to get ready to defend myself? So I'm checking, right? Nobody is there, but I'm like, man, you bitch ass motherfuckers. How the hell you gonna take a picture of me, but not confront? And that will piss me off the most because I was like, dude, why did you just take a picture of me? Why didn't you just come say, Art Man, Wilder got his ass kicked, mate? Ha ha ha. Look at your theories now. You could have said something like that to my face. And I'd probably would have been like, all right, well, what's up? What you talking about? What are you trying to do? You trying to throw hands or what? Because the fight's over. But nah, they ain't want that type of smoke. You know why? Because they seen them fucking videos of me hitting the motherfucking bag and they see young nigga Art Man is in motherfucking shape type shit. And they're like, hell no, I ain't with that shit. Said you got in defense mode. That's what happened. Yeah. Wouldn't you be in defense mode? Think about it. Think about it. You're out in Vegas for the very first time. Never been to Vegas. Never been to Vegas. You're out there dolo. You ain't got no strap, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just out here. But you realize you got some real life stalkers or creepers and shit like that. And you see a picture of somebody of you, but you don't recall nobody taking a picture of you. You don't recall that shit. You wouldn't be like, damn, what the fuck? Is anybody following me? Said British chiefs stabbed their own elected officials to death. LOL. Yeah, I've seen that. I've actually, Beehive, I've seen that before. I was like, wow. I remember retweeting that. And I was like, how the hell can y'all say America's so violent, but y'all motherfuckers is doing shit like that? You don't see motherfuckers running up on fucking, uh, what's this guy? What's that guy name? Ben Carlson. You said you probably wouldn't have to deal with that if you wasn't always being a boxing militant. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I stand for something. When you stand for something, there's always gonna be somebody trying to attack you. The fuck? Said what yeah, shout out to you, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, Art Man Boxing. We just cooking it up. We are supposed to be talking about Canelo and Charlo or whatever, but I got me rambling about Wilder versus Fury and all the crazy ass British Teeth fans. But yeah, that's just funny, dude. Real life stalkers. But anyways, Canelo versus Charlo, dog. He said, hell yeah, I'm gonna turn to OJ real quick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, now I know. Every place I'm going, I'm gonna just have to go to open carry states. Said it's a great fight. Charlo versus Canelo. Yeah, it's a great ass fight, man. I like it. I like it. But I just wish it was at 160 because I feel like my guy would have had a better chance. But for the most part, I want to believe that Charlo can naturally be gifted at 168. I want to believe that Charlo will have the same speed, strength, and conditioning as him at 160. I want to believe that. But me being a boxing fan, not just a Charlo fan or a Canelo fan, I understand that there's a difference when it comes to weight classes. Things change. Not every boxer can go from 160 to one motherfucking 75 and still have the best motherfucking reflexes and speed and strength and knockout power. Not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? No, there are only a few exceptions, you know, with a little, you know, you know, or steak dinners, whatever they like to say it is. Let's be real, man. Let's be fucking real. But like I said, I want to believe that Charlo can do his thing in there. I man, will the power transfer from 160 to 168? That's what I want to know. Because the only way Charlo is going to win this fight is by knocking Canelo the fuck out on some Marquez Pacquiao shit. Wilder Fury, they already showed us that even if you knock a motherfucker out, they gonna give him enough time to get back up. So will Charlo have enough power to clearly just knock Canelo's lights out? Does he? Say he beats everybody except David and Canelo, but I see him giving David problems. Like I said, everybody calls me when I'm on live. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Sir Art getting spam called, man. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Hold on. Hey, D Hive, you funny as hell. I had post January 22nd, y'all. We having a fight party at my crib, my channel for Gary Russell versus Mark Magsayo. January 22nd. I said, man, I can't wait. I'm definitely having a fight party for that. Y'all know Gary Russell is one of my favorite fighters. And this guy says Kid Gallahan will beat up Gary Russell. Kid Gallahan will beat up Gary Russell. That's what this guy just told me on Twitter. And then he goes on to say, Gary don't want none of that work. And this nigga says they both lost one fight each, but it will make a fun fight to make. And my dude D Hive said, dude just got wasted by fucking Gary Russell leftovers. These guys on Twitter are fucking insane, yo. I swear to God. So I'm looking forward to Gary's return. That's gonna be a good scrap. Hell yeah, that's gonna be a good scrap. But I don't see it as a complete blowout for Gary Russell. I feel like this guy may cause a little problems because he does have power in the late rounds. But if Gary Russell is smart, which I know he is, he's going to tax that body. He's going to make that dude pay for trying to step up in competition. Said Galahad losing to 40-year-olds. He got to chill. He got to fucking chill. I swear he do. Said, yo, Prime Canelo versus Prime De La Hoya 154. De La Hoya, of course. Speaking of Canelo, Austin Trout just like my Instagram post. What y'all think? I should get Austin Trout on here for an interview? Should I leave that man alone? Interview him, ask him about the Canelo fight. Nah, he probably gonna be like, hell nah, I want to talk about Canelo. I don't want to talk about the drug uses. I'm like, yo, so do you think you was on peds in your fight, nigga? Nah, real shit. Said, what fights do you want to see the most in 2022? I want to see Gary Antoine Russell. I want to see him do his motherfucking thing this year, dude. He should fight at least 3 times this year. He should be fighting this week. Type shit. Who else do I want to see fight? I stream on my iPhone. But yeah, I want to see Gary Russell fight after beating Masago. I want to see him fight again. I want to see Gary Russell versus Gervonta Davis or Gervonta Davis versus Josh Taylor in 2022. I feel like the Gary Russell fight is probably more realistic, but that's what I want to see. I do not want to see Gervonta Davis versus Rolly. That shit is fucking garbage, dude. I know. Fun fight, entertaining, all that shit. But that shit is just trash. Rolly's fucking trash. Trash, fucking trash, garbage. Sorry. It's dumpster juice. I want to see Canelo versus Charlo. I want to see the winner of that fight, David Benavidez. I want to see Errol Spence versus Ugas, and then Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I want to see Boots versus let's see, who can Boots fight? I don't know. I want to see Boots versus Barrios and Keith Thurman winner. Said Tank fighting Rolly. Lord. Watch they say Tank versus Rolly like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Thomas Hearns. Part 2. Oh, I want to see Boots versus Bud. Now I don't know hating shit because I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, that's some haters." You're a hater if you want to see Boots fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that fight because I honestly believe that that's a very skilled chess match. When you see speed, ability, agility, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see all of it. Boxing IQ on full display, natural talent, natural, raw, foundational Black American talent, no peds in sight. That's the type of fight Boots and Crawford would have. Say he's gonna be fighter of the year. Say he's gonna be fighter of the year this year. All right, man. Who's gonna be fighter of the year? Hey, see, I know Polo Sanchez don't like that talk. Yeah, I like talking like that. Don't get mad. We can say that. This is what comes with not using performance enhancing drugs. Said Boots versus Jamal James. What you try to give fucking Jamal James? Stop, bro. Chill out, man. Jesus Christ, man. Hell no, I don't want to see that shit. Fuck no. You funny as hell, man. Boots versus Jermall James. Where? Here in Minnesota? Fuck no. That shit gonna be sad. Oh, Tank. Hell nah. I don't know, bro. Canelo would rather go in hiding than face Charlo at 160. Yeah. I want to see Boots versus Blair to Flair. Shit, Rolly versus Southpaw 773. Yeah. Who else? There's other fighters out there that we're forgetting. I want to see Ammo Williams back in there. Oh, yeah. How can I forget? Lubin versus Fundora. Be rubbing my hands like Birdman when that fight come about, boy. I'm debating if I should make merch for that or just let it rock. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, Frank Martin. I want to see Frank Martin versus I'd rather pay to see Frank Martin versus Rolly. So Frank Martin can fucking just knock this guy smooth the hell out and get him out of here. Oh, Frank Martin versus Ryo. That's what I want to see. I hope Frank Martin versus Ryo's on Errol Spence undercard. Imagine Errol versus Yugas, Frank Martin versus Ryo on the undercard. Man, they gonna steal my idea. PBC's gonna take that idea. I already know they are. Fulton versus Inui, that's not happening this year. Imagine that. Imagine this, the fight card. Spence versus Yugas, Frank Martin versus Ryo, and Stanosis versus Butev on the undercard. Take my motherfucking money. Take my money. Take my money, Showtime. PBC, Premier Boxing Champion. David Morrell versus Yuskatagi. No, that got to be a full card here in Minnesota. Nah, fuck Yuskatagi. I want to see David Morrell versus fucking David Morrell versus Lemieux here at the Armory. Lar versus Lopez. Lopez who? What weight class? Well, shit, make Charlo versus Lar if he only go up. Conor Benn versus Blair Cobbs. Yeah, make that. That'll be decent. That's not that bad. I really want to see Boots versus Blair Cobbs. I know a lot of people talk shit, but I want to see that. That should be good. I want to see Virgil Ortiz versus Speedy Ellis. That's a classic fight. Golden Boy has a classic fucking Black American versus Mexico fight in their stable, and they don't even understand that shit. Virgil Ortiz versus Speedy Ellis. Give Speedy Ellis a breakthrough fight real quick, and then put him in there with Virgil Ortiz. But no, they don't think like that. They want to put Virgil Ortiz versus some no name at Frisco and the Star. Who gives a fuck? Ellis versus Boots. Yeah, but you don't know, man. They ain't trying to do nothing with this man's career. It's kind of fucked up. I feel bad for the guy. Golden Boy ruining Ellis' career. They are. Fact. It's terrible. Said they don't want Ortiz Jr. to take an L. They gonna keep on marinating. They gonna marinate till they get their ass whooped on. All that marinating shit. Yeah. I want to see Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. I forgot about that fight because George Kambosos is acting like a bitch from Australia. He acting like a little Australian bitch. Let's be real. How the hell you supposed to be this Spartan warrior? All that Spartan warrior shit, when you that should go out the window when it's talk about fighting a foundational. It goes out the window when they talk about fight. What are you then? You ain't a Spartan no more. This guy want to throw out Loma and shit. What the, bro? Shut up, man. Talking about Loma, Tank, they're all gonna get it. No, they're not gonna all get it. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have. We all know it's like this. You're a pig. A pig. We're fattening you up. You got these belts. Now we all know you're gonna get slaughtered. We just want to know which butcher you're gonna go to next. Real shit. You're like a fat pig. We want to know which butcher you're gonna go to. Devin Haney or Javante Davis. And you want to go to Lomachenko because you know there's a little possibility that you could probably win. You could probably get out of it. You could probably win that fight. But you know for a fact, if you stepped in there with Devin Haney or Javante Davis, you're getting your ass cooked. Mm. You see Colbert fighting Roger Gutierrez February 26th. Yeah, it's gonna be a good scrap. I want to see Colbert versus Shakur Stevenson. I'll pay good money for that. Cepeda versus Haney, Rayo versus Martin. Good shit. Man, I really want to see my dude Devin Haney get undisputed, bro. It's bogus at how they doing them, bro. They systematically doing this guy wrong. Zerto versus Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown, he probably gonna need to take a whole year off, bro. He beat the brakes off that man. So I don't like Haney, but we need to see undisputed 135 ASAP. Every boxing fan should, and you don't gotta like Haney. You don't gotta love him. You don't gotta like his chains, his jewelry. You don't gotta like his Instagram models that he's fucking with. You don't gotta like none of that shit. But you do gotta respect the game of boxing. You gotta respect that the man, regardless if you think it's an email belt or whatever, he has the last belt that fucking Cambosos needs to become undisputed. And that's what we want to see. I want to see undisputed, like the way you guys wanted to see undisputed at 168 and fucking heavyweight. I want to see undisputed at 154 and 135 and 147. Said no one likes Haney. LOL man has done nothing to earn hate. I think there's a little jealousy, insecure. It's like, dude, they don't like the fact that this guy, he has so much potential. I feel like they hate that potential. They see something in them that they hate. They wish they had that type of potential. They wish that they were born in the boxing gym and just naturally got it. You know what I'm saying? They wish that shit. They don't want Devin Haney to succeed because it's gonna be like, what can you really say? They don't want his bro. If Devin Haney was to beat George Kambosos, would that make him the youngest undisputed champion in the four belt era? So he needs a year off. Yeah. Say, yo, I feel like Kambosos not gonna fight to the end of the year with a mandatory. And guess who that mandatory might be? Vasil Lomachenko. That's some bitch shit. Some for sure bitch shit. But man, I don't like too much of that merit name talk right now, dude. I'm not liking that shit. That's just fucking up the game of boxing. Everything can't doesn't have to marinate. 140 deep now, but fucking Josh Taylor and Jack Kakarot holding up the damn division. Jack Kakarot. That motherfucker's holding up the division. Josh Taylor's holding up the division, bro. He was supposed to fight this mandatory a long time ago in the freaking bubble or some shit, bro. Jesus Christ, why is it taking so damn long? And they got it in February. Come on, can we just hurry up and get this over with? He better not struggle in that fight against Jack Kakarot. I know that for sure. That's gonna be embarrassing if he struggles. They're building him up. Yeah, tired of that building him up shit. Bro, these niggas be in their 30 talking about we building them up. Build them up for what, bro? I swear I've been seeing Tank on my TV screen for a very long time, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. Tank is not a new boxer to me. He's been in this shit for a long time now. Me and this nigga the same age. The same age, bro. Put him in there with somebody. Tank's been boxing since he was a child. What are y'all talking about? Building him up. Building him up for what? Said, why didn't we just get a rematch? Of course he ain't get no rematch because fucking Regis program put it on his ass. I gotta rewatch that fight too. I keep on telling myself I'm gonna rewatch that fight, but then I'll be like, why? Because it's not gonna change the outcome. Not like this guy Regis program don't get anything, and what the fuck is Regis program doing now? It's been such a long time ago since that fight, dude. I don't know, man. It does. Who's he even signed to? Oh yeah, Diet MTK. Good luck with that shit, man. Said Taylor will rematch him and beat him again. Hell no, he ain't rematching. Bro, you know that's not true. I don't even know why you said that. I don't even know why you said that, Polo. You know that's not happening. I feel like a lot of us had Regis winning. I damn sure had Regis winning that fight. But my thing is, I'm not gonna say that Regis went in there and just whooped his ass or anything like that. But I'm saying, from what I remember watching that fight, Regis did let off the gas for a little bit, and Taylor started to capitalize. That's one thing I noticed. Said Josh Taylor, one of the best fighters. He's in my top 5. when people say Josh Taylor's better than Javante Davis and motherfucking Errol Spence Jr., I'd be like, y'all crazy. I like Josh Taylor, but stylistically, bro, what do y'all see in him that make y'all think, oh my God, he's just one of a kind? I honestly, yeah, I feel like y'all rate him because he's above average when it comes to white dudes. Let's be real. Cause put Regis Prograis fucking arguably beat him, and y'all don't rate Regis Prograis super high. Is Regis Prograis in your top five? He arguably beat Josh Taylor. Is he in your top five? Most likely not. Put Josh Taylor in there with boots at 147. Let's see if he'll still be in your top five after that fight. Let's see if he'll be in your top five or in fucking the ICU, nigga. Cause fucking bro, he'll get his ass cooked, cooked if he ever decided to fight a guy like Boots. Said Crawford and Taylor at 147. Same thing. Same thing. Josh Taylor eyes gonna be looking like Andre Berto. Both of them motherfuckers gonna be swollen, looking like two black plums on his face. Yeah. And here's my thing. I salute him. He's undisputed. That's great. That's cool. But you know how this game is. You know how this game is. What have you done for me now? What have you done lately? What can you do from now? Is that your peak? Yeah, you beat Ramirez. Okay. Let's see you step it up. Can you beat Crawford? Can you beat an Errol Spence? Can you beat Boots? Because the last guy at 140 that became undisputed, you see what he doing right now. So he better than Tank. I don't know about Spence. I don't know about that, man. I feel like that's everybody's opinion. People are gonna say, "Oh, he's better than Tank because he collect all the belts," but then again, y'all say, "Fuck the belts." So I don't know. Like, yeah, who has who has Taylor beat? Who has Taylor beat that you think Javante can't beat? The only person you'll probably say is what? Regis. And we seen what Regis did to motherfucking to Taylor. I tell you what. I tell you what, Polo. I tell you what, Polo. I think Regis versus Tank is a more dangerous fight for Tank than Tank versus Taylor. And I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's not a black white thing. None of that. That's just me keeping it 100. I think Regis' program will be a harder fight for Tank than Taylor. He said, "Make it make sense." Beehive, you know Beehive. I'm just saying, man. Those are good fights, though, man. I really want to see a lot of these dudes fight, man. I'm waiting for Showtime to announce a schedule, bro. You remember when they dropped that fire ass schedule, bro? Oh my lord, let's do that shit again. Can we get a 2022 version? Just go ahead and drop the schedule, please. I think they're gonna drop it around the time Gary Russell fight Mark Macedo. They haven't really been promoting that fight like that.
Yo, D-Hop, you drunk
Yo.
this early, man? You shouldn't be drinking this early, man.
Oh, you said I'm drinking why? Because I'm talking about Taylor?
No, I'm talking
No,
about
he he
D-Hop. The
beat
comment
he
said,
he
bro,
beat the
listen,
hell out of
listen.
Ramirez.
He
He
didn't
beat
beat
the
the hell
shit
out of
out of
Ramirez.
Ramirez.
No,
He
he
dropped him
didn't, bro.
twice.
How?
He
Okay, he
dropped him
dropped him, bro. He
twice.
didn't blow, bro. Ramirez was arguably winning the fight. Like I said, bro, stop drinking
Hell no,
this
he
early.
wasn't winning the fight. That
Bro,
shit was a
yes, he was. He
fucking
hurt. No, it
wash.
wasn't.
That shit
Bro, it
was
was
a
the fight,
wash, bro.
bro.
Oh,
You're
you talking about
drunk.
Taylor
Like,
versus
bro,
Ramirez?
bro,
Bro,
Yeah, that shit was a
let me
fucking
tell you.
wash.
Look,
that
hold on.
was.
Let me tell you, bro. 1 second, Paulo. Look, that fight was so bad. I actually betted on Ramirez to win that fight, bro. Look, it was
Bet
around the
over me.
it was look, it was around the fourth or fifth round. Taylor was getting on his ass so bad, I literally got up out my chair and said, "Let me just go see what my family's doing," and went to go kick with
I
them
Bro,
because
had
I just said, "Man, this is a
he's
fucking,
drunk.
it's
No,
over. There's
Ramirez actually
nothing he
hurt
I
can
his
do."
had
feelings,
Josh
bro. Come
Taylor
on,
by
bro. No,
knockout, and I
no,
thought he
bro.
was
It
gonna
was
knock him
not.
out, and he
It was a
almost
good fight.
did.
It
He
was
closed
nothing
out, but
Ramirez can
bro,
do to stop him,
you're
bro.
drinking
He
this
didn't
early. It's bad for
wash.
your health.
He
No,
got
he
washed.
wasn't,
He almost
bro.
got
Rewatch the
stopped,
fight, bro. He wasn't getting
bruh.
washed.
He
Ramirez
almost
literally
got
hurt.
stopped. What are you talking
No, he
about?
didn't, bro. They closed out. Like I said, bro. Taylor beat him, but he didn't wash him, bro. Come on now, bro.
He
Stop
got
drinking
dropped
this
with the
early.
same uppercut twice, and he almost got stopped.
He didn't get
He
dropped
got
by
dropped with
knockout the
the
first time,
same exact shot
bro.
twice.
Bro, he didn't wash him. He won the fight,
Bruh,
but
that
yes,
was
but it
a
was a blowout.
fucking
So it was a
wipeout. That
blowout,
was a wash.
bro. It wasn't a wipeout. It wasn't a
Yes,
wipeout.
it
No,
was.
it
It was a
wasn't. Rewatch the
complete
fight.
blowout.
No, it
Ramirez
wasn't, bro.
wasn't
Because
doing
Ramirez
shit. He
got
had
dropped
a.
twice. So it's because he got dropped
He
twice.
did get dropped twice. He
Yeah,
did
but
get
I'm
dropped
like, how is
twice.
it a blowout? He won some rounds. He actually hurt Taylor. Rewatch the fight in round five. He
Because
actually
in
had
the
Taylor.
first 5 rounds he was doing decent, but he didn't do enough to win any of the
No,
rounds
but I'm saying you're talking about it
definitively.
was a
In the second
blowout.
half
No,
was
beating
all
the shit
Taylor.
out of it's like was like literally him winning like he won like 8 rounds. No, he didn't. He closed out
He
better
almost
than
got
Ramirez
stopped
because
though, bro.
no, he didn't. He got up right away, bro. Like I said, don't be saying these
He
boxing
almost
shit because
got
like I said,
stopped.
clearly, no, he didn't. He got up.
Bro, Top Rank has stopped people for far less than that. For far less. This man got
Oh my
dropped two
god, bro. He
times.
got up, bro. He got up right away. He got beat the count. So like he didn't get stopped, bro. Stop is if he was in the ropes and
I said he
the
almost got stopped.
he didn't never get stopped. Why are you making, bro? You just making shit up. He didn't get stopped,
I
bro.
said he
Rewatch the
almost
fight,
got
bro.
stopped.
Rewatch the fight. Literally, Ramirez was winning up until a knockdown, and Taylor won the rest of the fight. It
What
was a
the no, he
blowout.
was not winning the fight,
Yes,
dog.
he was,
That shit
bro.
was
Look
a
at the
fucking
scorecards,
wash.
bro. No, it wasn't a
Bro,
wipeout. Watch it was
Ramirez was
him
getting
winning every,
cooked.
bro.
Seriously, I don't understand. Like he's trying to say it was
Bro, I don't even
competitive.
know why you even defending that shit, bro. There's nobody that
Yeah, it
defending
was
that.
Bro,
bad.
no, it wasn't. Rewatch the fight, bro.
He got
Rewatch
beat
the
the
fight. He
fuck
wasn't
up.
getting. No, he didn't.
Wait,
Oh
Maurice
Ramirez
Hooker
shit.
got
retire
beat the.
after that fight?
Where
Where is
Amir,
that
where
at?
Ramirez fought Maurice Hooker. That's beat the fuck up. That's beat the fuck up.
Yeah, Maurice
He
Hooker
didn't
got
get
knocked
stopped.
out.
Yeah, but he didn't get knocked out. He got dropped. I don't understand how you guys beat these
He got
boxing
dropped
things. He didn't get.
twice.
Yeah, but he got
Bro,
up. He
did
beat
you
the
not
count. He
see
got
when
up.
Kenny Bayless broke the clinch up and then motherfucker hit him with an uppercut so bad the
Yeah,
motherfucker
that was
fell over?
bro, but he got up.
I don't know.
Did you
I
not
don't even
Bro,
see
know
that?
why
you sound
he's
like the
like
guy. You sound
How do
he's
like
you
the
know
guy
how
speaking.
the
that said
fight didn't
Wilder
get
was winning.
stopped?
Bro, you sound like the guy who said Wilder was winning the first fight. Like, come on now, bro. Without those knockdowns, Fury was clearly gonna get a decision. But like you said, bro, that wasn't a wash. That was a good fight. Taylor just won the last of the
Yeah,
rounds. Closed out
the
better,
difference is Wilder knocked
bro.
Fury the fucking
And he
unconscious.
got back up. Like I said, so the third fight
Yeah,
wasn't a
after a
blowout.
long
They're
count,
gonna.
Ramirez got two
Anyways,
fair
man, you gotta
counts. He
watch the
got
fight.
up,
I'm pretty sure
and he
you guys
got
didn't watch the
washed.
fight.
It
Watch
was a
the
clean
highlights and stuff.
UD.
bro, he didn't. He didn't. No, Wilder was not gonna be fair by UD, bro. He was losing that fight. Come on now, bro.
No,
You watch the
he
fight.
should have won by knockout. He knocked
By
him down
knockout.
twice and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
knocked him
yeah.
unconscious
But
once.
if he didn't get those knockdowns, bro, Wilder was gonna lose that fight. Come on now. Sound like the dude. Oh,
Well,
Wilder lost.
Fury should have already lost because he was able to knock him out. But Taylor was cleanly outboxing Ramirez. It was even like Ramirez would have had to stop Taylor.
No, it was. I'm not. Yeah, he was winning. He was up, but it wasn't a wash, bro. You acting like he beat him every round. No, Ramirez actually winning the beginning of the fight. He actually had Taylor hurt. You see that in round 5 where he had him against the ropes and Taylor was
Taylor
hurt.
managed
Like,
not
bro,
to drop.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like I said, Taylor's a beast. Taylor got a chin. He can box. That's why I pick him over Tank if they ever fight. And I don't know, like I said, bro. He
Yeah,
actually has a real belt. He fought Ramirez. He took Ramirez's O. He took Reggie his O. He took Ivan Baranchik's O. So, like I said, that's
yeah.
clearly
Now, if you
three
want to
better
talk about a
names.
competitive fight, that was Regis Prograis because Regis Prograis clearly fucked him up worse than he was hurt.
No, but I'm
Very
saying
clearly.
Taylor won the
Taylor
fight.
actually looked like he
Yeah, he got
Taylor
hurt because
actually looked
Reggie
like he
has
lost the
power.
fight, whereas
But I'm telling
Regis
you, bro,
wasn't even hurt.
those wins are better than anything has Tank. The only Tank win that I'm gonna give him credit for is Leo Santa Cruz is his best win. Pedraza, but here's the thing though, if you look at Pedraza was actually the weakest champion at 130 when they fought. So, like you said, bro,
Oh no,
I give him credit for.
let's not do that
Yes, he
talk
was,
because he was
bro.
a champion.
Yes, he was,
He's
bro.
an undefeated champion. You always use that shit for
Bro.
Canelo.
But listen,
Keep it consistent.
okay, okay, I'm gonna
He
keep
was an
it,
undefeated
bro. Listen,
champion.
bro, keep the same energy for it. Like I said, bro. Hey, you
I'm
can't
telling you to keep
compare
the same
Mario
energy. He's a
Barrios. You
random
can't,
undefeated
bro,
champion.
bro. You can't compare Mario Barrios, Isaac Cruz with Reggie or
Who's
Ramirez
talking
with
about
Ivan
Barrios
Baranchyk.
and Cruz? I'm talking about Pedraza.
No, I think Pedraza. I think anything that Josh Taylor has fought is better than what Tank has. Tank's biggest wins are arguably
Dude,
Leo Santa
no one
Cruz.
was debating Josh Taylor having a better resume than Tank. That's understood. No one was debating that. We were talking about whether Ramirez got washed by Taylor or not, and he did. Ramirez got washed.
No, he didn't get washed. That's your opinion. He didn't get washed. He lost the fight clearly. He got
he
up,
got
bro.
demolished.
How do you get knocked out? How do you get demolished, bro? Fight could be like I said, bro. He didn't get demolished. He lost the fight clearly. Yeah, he lost the fight, but he didn't get demolished.
He got demolished. And if Pedraza fuck around and beat Ramirez, that's gonna look even worse. That means Taylor really beat the fight out of his ass.
Nah, he's not gonna lose to Pedraza, bro. He's gonna beat Pedraza. Watch, bro.
He bet
Pedraza lost
not.
to Cepeda, bro. Pedraza
And
lost to
didn't
Cepeda.
Pedraza just get COVID too?
Yeah, they're gonna
Because that
reschedule the fight. I mean, Pedraza's a good
yeah,
fighter,
the
but
fight
like I
got
said, he
delayed.
lost. Yeah, but I'm saying he lost to He lost to Cepeda. This is when Cepeda was, before his big win. So I mean, Cepeda was a decent fighter. Not until like recently he had those big wins that he got up there. But back then, Cepeda wasn't really nothing like that, nothing too special until he started. He improved his boxing game. Pedraza is the one that put him in like the top rank because before that, no one really knew about Cepeda like that.
Yeah, but Tank ain't got shit going on but Rolly, so I don't even want to waste time talking about Tank. He has
No, but
nothing
I think
coming
it's
this
gonna be a
year.
competitive fight. Like I said, I rate Josh Taylor highly because look at his run. I mean, and he was a good amateur as well. I remember watching him in the Olympics, and he actually had a decent run. So I picked Josh Taylor like at 147. Now that's a different story. I don't even know if he beats the top 5, but he does. Like in my opinion, I could see him giving problems to like a Sean Porter. Anybody that's not in the top 5, but Sean Porter retired. But like a Spence Crawford, a Virgil Ortiz, Ugas, I don't know about that. Like that might be. I don't even think he beats any of them. But I feel like he has a better chance against Ugas than Crawford and Spence, in my opinion.
The fuck?
What do you mean?
Wait. You're saying that Josh Taylor going up to 147 has a better shot beating Ugas than Spence and Crawford?
Well, no. He has a better chance of fighting Ugas than fighting. So if he fights Spence
Oh,
and
you mean
Crawford,
fighting? Okay,
yeah, like winning.
I
Yeah,
thought you said he
I
has a
think
better
he
chance of
beats.
winning.
Yeah. Oh no, not like that. But I'm just saying with Spencer Crawford, I think they're in a different like level above Taylor. But like you said, we got to see it when he goes to 147 because what if he has a great run at 147? Because I even think he can put up a fight and maybe beat Virgil Ortiz, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see him outboxing Virgil Ortiz Jr. That could happen.
Same with Sean Porter, bro. Like I'm telling you, his style is tricky. Like he can fight on the inside. That's why people sleep on him. Like at first, I wasn't really high to him because I thought it was just another. But then I'm like, damn, he's one of the few UK fighters that are like good. Like you can rate high on. Like
Well, he's not really UK. He's from Scotland. Like they consider the UK to be Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The
I
Scottish
never
people.
got that, bro.
The reason why the reason why I like the Scottish people is because they're basically like the black people of the UK. The UK has spent hundreds of years trying to control them and put them under control. They're like, nah, fuck that. We're not gonna live under UK rule and shit. So I like them for that.
I thought that was Ireland, bro.
He don't want to follow the queen.
Well, I mean, the
Shout out to
UK fights everyone, but Northern Ireland is actually under UK control. I don't think Scotland's included in the United Kingdom.
nah, but I rate Josh Taylor, like I said, but I like fighters from all nationalities. I don't look at, of course I'm gonna, go with my own, but I shout out talent when it's, when it's due.
No, I like Taylor too. Taylor's solid. Taylor
But
could
like
beat
I
a
said,
lot
I
of
like,
people.
yeah, but I don't know if he beats, like I said, Spence. Spence is just too fucking strong. And with Crawford, I think Crawford has just better skills than
He
fucking.
considering how he struggled with Regis, I know Antonio Russell probably beats him,
You think so?
and Tank probably beats him. Yeah,
Nah, I don't think so.
He'll
Maybe
stop him. And Antoine Russell will
bro,
stop
we
him.
gotta see like Midwest said, we gotta see him when he fight top 10. Like you said, bro, who was lowest? Like, yeah, Gary
Every
Osborne's
time,
definitely gonna
every
be
time
champion.
Taylor fights, I mean, yeah, every time Taylor fights, you can tell he fought after the fight because he's always beat up, bloodied up, swollen eyes,
He didn't go
bags
swollen
under
to
his
get done.
eyes. He gets touched in
yeah.
fights, dude. He's gonna
Like he
get
didn't
touched
even.
if he fights Gary
No, he
Russell.
actually
He's
did
gonna
have a
get
couple
knocked out,
bruises, but
bro.
you gotta understand Reggie has power though. I think Reggie beat Tank, honestly, bro. I think Reggie, Ramirez, and Josh Taylor, they all beat Tank.
I
And
think
when
Regis
Ramirez
has
ain't
a.
beating no
I think
Tank. That's
Regis has
what,
a.
nah, bro, if he turns into a
Will be a
brawl,
tougher
Ramirez.
fight.
No, Ramirez is not no point just because he
no.
lost to Taylor, bro. Come on now, he beat
Tank will
he
knock
Ramirez
beat
out
he
Ramirez.
beat.
Ramirez's only chance would be to turn that into a boxing match. Banging with Tank gets you smoked.
I'm just saying, bro. If he stops Pedraza or beats him better, are you like? I know he's gonna beat Pedraza, bro. I'm pretty confident. Like I'm saying, what if he ends up going in there stopping Pedraza in 4 rounds? Is that gonna be? And you think that will age well? Because I mean, like I said, Pedraza was giving Tank a fight. Tank broke him down. That was a good win. But then his biggest win was Leo Santa Cruz, in my opinion. Because if you look at what Leo Santa Cruz has accomplished, and Leo Santa, we can't say it was because he was in. I don't know if you can say he was in his prime, but I mean, he was still. He wasn't old or anything. He was still.
That was prime Leo Santa Cruz, especially considering Tank himself is coming up from 126. So that's a prime
No, he was
Leo.
never at 126. He never won a belt. Was he at one? I never. I remember him winning his
No,
first
he
shot at
started at
130.
126. He just moved up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I
He
give
never
him
won a
credit for that
belt,
fight.
but
That was a good fight. I actually wanted to see that fight. That's one of the few fights that I
yeah.
actually asked and like was betting that actually happened. I remember I was at a Halloween party and we were watching that shit. That knockout was crazy.
How'd you feel about that? You was probably like, damn, that's
Nah, we
fucked
was
up.
like, nah, what
I thought he
we
killed
was
Leo.
Bro, we was turned up. What you mean? We was happy because Leo was on Tank's ass, bro. Be honest. Was that a knockdown in round one, bro? I don't know, man. I got some wrestler that was at the fight and they were like, man, that kind of looked suspect. They were like, shit, I look like a. Nah, we was just all turned up and shit, bro. We didn't really care. We were just like, oh, like whatever,
What y'all
You
think about
think?
Tank wearing the Mexican flags?
Nah, it was cool, bro. We didn't really care. We were like, oh shit, he's hurt. We don't care when it's like if it's like Independence Day or if it's like he's shouting something. But if it's just random with no cause, I don't know, bro. It just depends on like what the occasion is. If he's just doing it to do it, then it's kind of we didn't care, bro, because it was in San Antonio. It was the middle of a pandemic. Like I don't think we really cared about that. Like, we just wanted
We
to
just
see
cared
some
about
boxing.
that fight was on, huh?
Yeah, because it was the middle of pandemic. Remember, bro? We was all mad. You
Yeah,
know how
we ain't
many
had no
fights got
fights, and it was
canceled?
that.
Bro, a No Way versus Casemiro was scheduled to a female. Like, you know how many fights were actually scheduled and that never actually happened either?
Yeah, I
After the
was afraid that fight was gonna get canceled.
man, come on, man. We
That's
got
what I
Which
was
bigger
one?
things
really
to worry.
turned up
I
for. I was
remember,
like, yeah.
man, we wasn't worried about no man. We was in the middle of like, man, and one of my family just passed away too, like a week before. So we wasn't worried about that, bro. We was all just trying to, man. But having a fight
I'm
party
still
in the
not sure
fall,
this
especially.
Charlo fight even happens either. I'm still not sure.
It's gonna get signed, bro. I know Canelo saw that pay-per-view deal and he's like, shit, let's do it. That pay-per-view
But
money, bro.
Canelo's team is saying
Bro, but
that
they
ain't
always
shit
do that.
cracking.
Bro, they always do that. Ask Artman, how many times have they done that in the past? And then they're like, it's the same. Like they did that with Jacobs, they did that with Billy Joe Sanders. Like They do that, and the thing is, like, that's their problem. That's why they don't need to tell like like Mexican sources shit, because they're gonna go out and open their mouth. So it is gonna be Charlo, bro. Like they always do that, and then it turns out to be the actual point that people were saying. So that's what I'm saying. He probably
I
just
guess
said that just so he did that with Jacobs and Billy Joe Sanders, bro. Remember? I don't know if you remember. I remember they were saying they was gonna fight Billy, and then what happened the next week before COVID? Yo, yo,
no. Well, you talking to me, or Art Man?
Iron Man, is he?
What's up?
Remember when they announced Billy Joe Sanders versus Canelo? Like they were already saying rumors, and then they got canceled because of COVID. You know they were supposed to fight like 2020. That was gonna be his first title run.
Man, I really don't like Billy Joe Saunders. Fuck him.
Why? What did he do? He's a
I'm
funny ass guy with
I'm
good skills.
I'm mad that
I don't
Andre got
like his
deprived of
character.
the
I don't like
opportunity
his
because he's
character.
a
I don't like
fucking
the people
head
he
cheater
with.
too.
He a cheater.
Yeah, and also he made a how to beat your wife without getting caught video.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, remember when he told that like homeless person to go suck or something like shit like that? You see that video where he was saying offered
Yeah,
to go to
exactly.
his
Yeah, he does goofy shit like that, and he gets absolutely no nothing happens to him. Like he
because
gets
he's
no
a
backlash for
gypsy.
it in the public.
Because he's a gypsy.
Yeah,
So he's a
he
cheat then.
swindled.
Okay.
He swindled out of that motherfucking Andre fight.
Yeah, exactly.
He swindled out that and ended
Man,
up getting the
man,
pay.
our man, you just don't like the UK, man. What is it with you in the UK, bro?
Huh?
You say you just don't like the UK, huh?
No, that's
There's,
false.
there's nothing wrong
Nah,
with
I'm
the
fucking with
UK.
you.
Just the boxing fans there need Jesus.
Yeah.
They
Bro,
they
like I
need
told you, they
Christ.
got good fans. They're it's just they treat it like soccer, bro. I know you seen what happened last time when they lost that final, man. I know you was on that.
When they lost that soccer game.
Yeah, but they treat boxing like that. That's the problem though. Like that's the thing where
Woo,
you
they
can't
couldn't do
treat
me like that
boxing
out
like
there. What? Shit.
what
Somebody would have
man
got
shit
smoked.
for real.
Somebody would have got
Really?
clapped.
So,
But bro, they
that's
did.
what I'm saying, dude. Motherfuckers on Twitter think this shit is a game. I'm like, please come try to find somebody in person and watch your ass get fucking
That's what I
capped. Ain't
told him.
nobody,
I told them,
ain't nobody playing that
and
shit.
I'm like, dude, I told myself, man, if y'all was able to come to Wilder versus Fury 3 and Wilder's actually slept Fury, bro, and y'all was on that type of shit, man, y'all to get y'all ass clapped out here trying to fucking start that shit. They was throwing dudes in the ocean and shit, I mean the river.
That's
You
petty,
know what I'm
bro. Man,
saying?
but they
They
cheated.
was jumping random black dudes. I was like, hell no, couldn't be me.
Man, I'm
Right.
not
They
gonna
be
lie, bro.
stabbing their
Some of
own
the
elected officials. They vote a nigga in
yo,
office. He
don't
made one mistake. They stab him in the street.
I
man, the
seen that.
UK is vicious, bro. The UK is vicious, man. You fuck around and get a knife to the throat, man. Don't fuck with them UK boys.
Yo, what did he do again? I forgot. But I remember seeing something like that where they ran up on a dude, a politician.
He was just, I don't know, this the opposition. They didn't like him. That's what's wrong with them. Like every time they don't like someone, they think, oh, they should be dead. Like Jesus.
Off with their
Yo,
heads.
I know you saw that video where like they were doing that tradition and they like ran over that kid. Like he didn't even Yo, you see that where they were like marching and he didn't even notice the kid, he just walked over the kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
No.
noticed. He noticed.
He noticed, but he didn't even stop. I'm like, damn.
And you see that type of shit would have had me in jail because if I would have, what if you would have stole off one of them dudes? Then they'll throw your ass in jail for 100 years type
Oh,
shit.
you would have taken off for him stepping on the kid?
Huh?
You would have taken off for if he stepped. Man, if I saw that shit, I would have taken off
Yeah.
smooth.
I'm pretty sure. I thought that was a black kid too.
Man, it don't even matter about race, bro. If it's a
It does
kid, if it's
matter.
a little. Well, no, I'm saying if it's any race, bro, if he steps on any kid, I'll, man, like if it's white, black, it doesn't matter. He's still in the wrong. But so you're saying that, like I said, if it's a kid, it don't matter. It's a kid. But like I said,
So if he stepped on a little Mexican kid in front of you like that, you wouldn't be fucking hot.
yeah, if he was black, if he was Mexican, if he was white, dude, that's still wrong. Like I would still say some shit. Doesn't matter what race it was.
Man,
Like I said, I
that shit was. I don't know. I would have fired off him, but I think they for the probably gave you a nigga like 100 some years. Don't they be throwing dudes in jail for a long ass time over there in the foreign
Man, I wonder how
countries?
UK jail is. How do you think UK jail is, man?
Probably smell like shit, and everybody got a bad dental plan.
Damn, petty.
But
Nah,
I don't. I
UK
don't.
cool though. I don't know if y'all seen on Twitter. I just sent another package out to the UK. I'm always shipping there. Don't get
Yeah,
twisted. They
but
like
I
art
don't.
over there.
I don't take them serious because they weren't making this much noise. Like when AJ brought the heavyweight division back, they weren't making this much noise. They didn't actually start making a whole bunch of noise till Fury got on board. Now all of a sudden it's UK supremacy, and it's like the UK not even supreme. Ukraine got 3 of them belts. What the fuck are y'all talking about? You still got 1 belt that he
No,
might
but here's
fucking
the thing
vacate
though.
because Dylan White.
They've always had great boxers, but recently in recent times, that's when they started. Like after the Olympics, I feel like
Well,
that's
what
when
you
they
mean
started having.
always? They haven't
Bro,
always
Joe
had great
Kazaki,
boxers.
Carl Ferraucci. Yeah, bro. You gotta recognize Carl
No,
Ferraucci was
in
invincible.
all
Joe
in all
Kazaki,
of
bro. Like
history
I
in the
said,
last
bro. I
century
mean,
of boxing,
no, I'm
they've
talking
had
about
like
they've
less
always
than 10 great boxers.
no, but I'm saying they've always had decent, great boxers. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh,
Bro,
it's just after the Olympics. That's when they had like Josh Taylor came from that. Kid Galak came from that. His brother that lasted Chocolatito. Joshua came from that. Luke Campbell, Katie Taylor. I forgot the other. That's when they started having because you gotta realize the Olympics was like 8 years ago, like almost like 9 years ago. So all that all them amateur boxers
We
that they
can
had
name
that
on 2 hands all of the world class boxers that the UK has had in the last 100 years.
yep.
name it, bro.
Okay, I could literally name. Okay, Lennox Lewis, Nigel Benn, what's the other dude's name?
Frank Gordo.
Eubank Senior. Nah, Frank Bruno wasn't even world class. So fucking Tyson cooked his ass twice. Um, Calzaghe, like you said. Have I already said Lennox Lewis? If I have, cool. That's Lennox. Uh, like Frog was okay, but as soon as he graduated to the real world stage, he fucking lost. Um, then they got Josh Taylor, they got Fury, they had AJ, but as soon as AJ fought outside the UK, he got fucking stopped. So it's like,
But hey, though that can happen to anybody, bro. That was just like I said, it's boxing.
He'll never
I'm not
fight
gonna
here
sit
again.
here, bro. Like he will, bro. He will. Like I said, bro, he was a gold medalist.
they went
He
to
was a
Saudi
gold medal.
Arabia
Like,
or fucking Dubai
bro,
or whatever the
he'll,
fuck.
he'll fight again here. Watch it. It's just like I said, he'll redeem himself. But I'm saying I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, the UK doesn't have this. I mean, they have good boxers, bro. It's just in
Why are
recent
you
times.
defending AJ? He got beat up by a Mexican American. You should be happy.
Bro, but I'm not gonna deny his talent. Like he got talent, bro. I mean, you don't just win a gold medal in a boxing tournament. If it's easier said than done, I said you go try it out and win
I
a
mean,
gold
you
Oh
do
medal.
Lord.
when there's corruption.
Shit,
But the
our man,
thing
we could
is,
go join
dude,
the
that
Olympics and shit. Try to win a medal.
I
Like
can't
shit.
stand when people bring up someone's Olympic credentials. The professionals prove that it clearly doesn't matter.
Well, that's
Clearly,
not
it doesn't matter.
everybody. Here's the thing, though. That's not every boxer. Like I said, Joshua went on to have a decent career. I mean, dude, he's a unified champion. He beat Klitschko. He beat. He has good names, but I mean, just because he has a few losses, because he actually fought good boxers. So I'm not gonna sit here and say Joshua isn't good. Yeah, Reese got off on him and got. I mean, like you said, those are great boxers. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and Joshua's not terrible. He's good. I don't know if he's the best heavyweight or he's gonna be the best
I'm not
heavyweight
saying that
ever,
he's
but
terrible. I'm just talking about his status at the world level because each time he steps up, something goes fucking wrong.
bro, but I'm just saying he lost to Usyk. Okay, that's boxing. He lost to Usyk. Usyk's a great boxer. Like I said, bro. Like we gotta see in this rematch. If he loses, like I said, oh well, he lost. But I'm saying doesn't mean he can't prove himself. What if he ends up stopping Usyk? Then he's back again in
That's
unified. Like
that's cool. That's
he
cool. He
beat
avenged an
Klitschko, bro. You
L.
gotta understand. You gotta give
He
him.
beat
He
an
beat
old
Klitschko.
Klitschko that had
No,
been
he beat
stopped by
Povetkin,
nobodies.
bro. But he was still reigning. Like I said, bro. He beat
And
Klitschko.
and
Klitschko
Klitschko was
back in
coming off
again.
a loss when AJ
Bro, he
fought
beat
him.
Bro, he beat Povetkin. Povetkin, like I said, he beat Povetkin. He beat Andy Reese again in the rematch by a clear, like I said.
How old was Povetkin at that time?
But then Povetkin went on to, like I said, beat Dylan White and then retire. So, like I said, but Povetkin is
And
like the
again,
third
Dillian White
and the
is some
best.
AJ leftovers that has never held a belt. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Bro, like I said, we gotta see what he does. Like
The
I said,
guy's
he beat
famous for
Andy Reese.
losing.
Like I
Thank
said, bro.
you.
Like you said, bro.
Thank
In
you.
my
Like this is what
opinion,
the
you
fuck I'm
guys.
talking about. Povetkin got a draw with fucking Michael Hunter after his AJ beating, bro. Like you can draw Michael Hunter, and then you got COVID, and then you retired off of Dillian White L. Like, bro, like he's getting all these people at the end of their fucking careers and shit. Like, come on
But
now.
like I said, bro, we gotta see what happens in the rematch. I'm not gonna write Joshua. I fuck with Joshua. I respect his talent. Like I said, bro, he's a good boxer. We gotta see what happens. Yeah, Andy Ruiz beat
He
him
is a
in
good
weight, but Andy
boxer,
Ruiz.
but it's just
But
he
like
is
I
a good
said,
boxer.
bro,
But
he
on
hasn't.
on the world level, he struggles. Like he even got dropped by fucking old ass
Okay,
Klitschko
so exactly what I was
badly.
gonna say. So is Wilder at the world level not good? I mean, his biggest fight that he fought in the he lost both of them. Is he not? I mean, his
Exactly.
biggest win is Luis
Wilder.
Ortiz. But Wilder, bro, what other
e-
fight besides? Listen, what did all the boxers prior to Luis Ortiz look at his victories besides Stervone? What did Stervone accomplish? What did Luis Ortiz accomplish? And then look at like I said, look at Joshua's resume. So we can't just go
That's what
off
I'm
that. I
trying
mean,
to.
Wilder's a
I'm trying to agree with you. Wilder struggled on the world level. I'm keeping my energy consistent. Wilder currently he does not have a belt, and when he got up to a world class level champion, he struggled and lost. And the only reason why there are asterisks is because that world class person that he fought is a known cheater in the industry. Ruiz is not a known cheater. Klitschko is not a known cheater. Usyk is not a known cheater. They have the only person that's failed drug tests is Povetkin, and AJ beat that motherfucker. So that's why there are asterisks. But officially, Wilder struggles on the world level. My energy is consistent, dude.
Fuck Tyson Fury.
Like, you know,
I mean, he
yeah,
did beat
Jason, he
Ortiz
did.
ultimately.
Andy Ruiz beat himself, and Ruiz is someone who hasn't been given opportunities on the world level. But hopefully, he can come and do something. But he beat Charles Martin, who's a former world champion himself, who AJ beat. So I guess that's got to count for some shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Charles Martin victory. Shit, he blew Charles Martin out in 2 rounds.
You
Prime
could do
Charles
that. Well,
Martin.
prime Charles Martin is some strong language. Like it's just Charles Martin. You see how they try to do? Prime Charles Martin. Look at this shit. He be Prime Wilder. Like what the fuck are we talking
Shit,
about?
man.
Hey,
You
Jesus
see how
like I
Christ,
this?
boy,
said,
he
you
got
can't
really
Now they're
just
talking
go
about
retarded.
off of
Prime Charlo. They're talking about Prime Charlo. This is Prime.
Charlo is prime right now. What are you talking about? Charlo is prime
You
right
see
now.
what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking? You see what I'm talking about?
Shit, look how old Charles Martin is right now. It tell me he wasn't he like 28 back then, and now he's like 30 something.
Yeah, that's just a joke, but you can call him Prime if you want to. But one thing I was thinking about today, I was like, you know what? It's crazy because when Canelo went up to fight Kovalev, a month before he fought that fight, Beterbiev had just got the WBC strap from Gvozdyk, and I was like, damn! Imagine if that was Canelo's first fight at 175. Wouldn't that have been some shit?
Right. But like you said, bro,
Nah, but
I'm gonna give
we gotta
respect
have
where it's
him get
due.
adjusted. We gotta have him get adjusted to the weight classes and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
but
that's
but
Charlo.
look,
But listen to this. Charlo fought Montiel. Okay, he could have probably went up to 160 and fought somebody, or he could have vacated the title. Because listen to eventually Canelo is gonna vacate those titles, and Charlo can pick the IBF, the WBC, or the WB. I don't know about the WBO because I never really seen like. I don't even. It shows that PBC doesn't really fuck with the WBO title like have we seen in recent years. So he could have picked any of those three titles. He could have jumped up and went to 168, fought at least one time and then got into Canelo sweepstakes, or he could have fought. My thing is, I don't know how they let Benavidez fight for the title again when he's missed weight. Like, I don't know how he jumped fast in the rankings. How does the rankings work? If you miss weight, don't you got to start at the bottom again and like have at least 1, 2 fights? And how did he like have one fight for the WBC rankings? Can you remember the last fight he has was an eliminator because Karan Davis wasn't ranked in any of the, so it wasn't eliminated. The Ellis was, but I don't understand. So if you miss
well, he was
weight
scheduled to
or
fight Uskatiki, but Uskatiki got popped for PED, so Chiron was a
yeah,
late
they told him
replacement. That's why.
yeah. But they how did after one fight Benavidez come with the ranking? So say like I'm a champion, right? I'm going to defend my. I missed weight by 2 pounds. Don't I got to start back like a number 10, or how does it work? Like, how do you jump up in the rankings right away? How does that work? Should have been. I think Charlo should have deserved that interim title. To be honest, like if he jumped at 168, and it took in Benavidez' spot because, like you said, how many times has Benavidez missed
The
weight?
WBC probably would have made Charlo versus Benavidez for that vacant because that's how they do. But the thing about it is, this like just for the people in the chat, this is why African Americans are so prideful when it comes to their fighters because look at this. Charlo vacates his title and his introduction into 168. His options are literally fucking Canelo and Benavidez. When Canelo went
Bro,
up to
he
168, his options were fucking Fielding and the
Rocky
Smith royal
Fielding.
family and all kinds of shit. This is why we're so prideful because we always have to take the hard road and we get disrespect for it. We always have
We
to take
get
the hard
when we
road to
don't get you
everything.
see we don't get the praise at all. Like, bro, I'm sorry to cut you off, D High, but this is the truth, man. We
No
don't
problem.
get the praise. We
Hey,
always have to
I'll
do
be
the
honest,
tough
bro. I've
task.
seen that,
And that's what I was
but
saying today with this Charlo situation. I'm like, yo, y'all got this
bro. Here's the
super
thing, though, bro. I've
Negro
seen it with
complex
Mexican
with
fighters
Charlo.
too, bro.
Y'all
Hey, bro,
expect
I've
him to
seen it
just
with
go up
Mexican
and wait and
fighters
just
too.
be,
I've seen it with Mexican fighters too, bro. I've seen it with Mexican fighters too. Like I said, I do
bro, when
realize that,
when
bro. Don't say, cause like I
when
said, I've
Mikey
seen it with
Garcia
When
was talking
Charlo
about going
fails
up
a
and
drug
wait,
test, they're
people
gonna
fear for
throw
his
him under the
life.
bus.
Nah, bro. Like I said, bro. Listen to this. What I think Charlo should have done was at least have one fight. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't understand how Benavidez jumped in the ring. I'm pretty sure, like, how does that work? So if he missed weight and loses the title and has a match, how does he climb up back to rankings? Doesn't he have to have at least 2 or 3 fights? Then he can be a member.
Ask
How
the
does that work?
WBC. We don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. Don't they? I don't know how that works. So if you miss weight and get stripped your
Oh,
belt,
I know
don't you
why.
gotta
I
have
know
at least
why.
2 more?
No, I know why they wanted to keep him there. The WBC wanted to keep him there just in case Charlo decided to go up and challenge for a vacant. So guess who we got to fight? It's that simple.
But bro, he
Is,
doesn't
is
have to
that
go to the WC route. You realize that he could go to the IBF. He could go through that. He doesn't have to go through the WBC. He could have, like I said, he could have picked up the IBF. Because look at the IBF ranks. I'm pretty sure Charlo beats any of those in the WBA as well. There is some undefeated dude that's from where Triple G's from. That I mean, he's kind of looking dangerous. So if he doesn't want to take that, route, he could have taken the IBF route
that dude
or
is
even
the
the W. I'm
WBO,
pretty
I
sure.
believe.
No. He's
Oh
WBA,
no,
bro. He's actually.
Ados Y.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
He's
bro.
ranked in
He
both.
is a beast. No, but the WBO is Zach
Nah,
Parker, and I'm
I've
pretty
seen him
sure.
fight.
No, bro. He is he not? I mean, shit. He knocked out that dude. That went 12 with Morel. So I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That was some fishy
Lennox.
shit.
Yeah,
Lennox Allen, whatever.
Lennox Allen or some shit. But yeah,
But
nah,
he could have beat Zach
he's
Parker. Be
cool.
honest, bro. He could have beat Zach Parker. Come on. So you're gonna tell me
He
Charlo?
can
I
beat
mean,
Zach
I'm
Parker.
Yeah, he could have, like I said, bro. He doesn't have to go to the WBC, or he could have, like you said, bro. It's Charles' fault. He after the Montiel fight, he could have said, "Let me go up to 168, try it out," and then he could have been ready for Canelo. And then, possibly, like I said, bro, he could have probably challenged for that. Like
But
I
we
said,
don't
honestly,
know.
I think
We
Charlo
don't know who
deserves
those
one.
dudes fight for though, because he fights on Showtime. We don't know who those guys fight for. So
I think
that's what
Zach
makes the
Parker is with
politics difficult.
MKK. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at though.
Exactly.
But like I'm saying, and I personally think Charlo deserves the interim title against Lemieux more than Benavidez, in my opinion, because like I said, Benavidez has missed weight multiple times. So, like I said, bro, if I was Maurice Suleiman, I would have said, you know what, Charlo, go fight for the interim and then get the Canelo sweepstakes. But I'm saying I don't know how Benavidez, because like I said, this isn't the first time. How many times has he missed weight before this?
No, he's missed weight countless times. But like I said, the WBC is keeping him there. So if Charlo decides to
Oh,
move up and
yeah,
challenge, he
Charlo.
has to fight Benavidez for the vacant. That's why.
But he can go through the IBF route. Listen, there's a dude, the Russian dude named Avenge something, and he already has Let me look at his record. He could have got into the IBF route. The IBF route doesn't look so challenging. And that dude, the Triple G, where that dude is from, he's up there. Zach Parker Benavidez, so he could have easily fought that Russian dude for the IBF
Well, no,
spot
they're
at the
saving that
vacant.
guy because if Andre moves up to challenge for the WBO once Canelo vacates, then they're gonna have Ados fight Demetrius Andrade. I bet you.
You think so? I don't know, man. This Russian is
Yeah,
undefeated, but I'm saying
yeah, that's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. They got him waiting on Andrade's ass. But they're talking about they starting negotiations for Andre versus Janabek. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But
no,
it's funny because once Andre,
it's him and Zach Parker. Apparently, that if he goes up, they're trying to because the WBO president made a uh Twitter post about talking about that he's waiting on if he wants to fight Zach Parker for the interim or if he wants to defend against whatever his name is. Janabek.
Well, shit, yeah, he could beat both of those motherfuckers. So no matter what he decides to do, but
Nah, I think
but
Janabek's will
the
be a more
Canelo,
tough fight than Zach Parker.
I never said that it's not going to be tough. I just say he can beat both of them.
I gotta see it, bro. I don't know, man. I've been seeing that. Like I said, he beats Zach Parker. I know that, but with Janabek, I'm not so confident saying if he beats him.
I'm not sure why everyone is so extremely high on Janabek. He's fought Hassan Endam and Rob Brandt. Those are his best dubs.
Bro, you gotta
I'm
watch
just
those
like
fights, though, man.
I'm
The way
confused.
he,
He's a southpaw. That's literally it. He's a southpaw like Andre, but like people can't even articulate
no, he's
what's
like
special
I
about
said,
him.
bro. Recently, before this, I mean, like I said, bro, he's KO dudes that were champions, and like, dude, Booba got talent and skills. But I'm saying he just recently got his knockout. And how long has it been since he had his last knockout? So I'm saying that
You
fight,
don't have to knock
he's
anyone out.
actually.
It's called boxing, not knockout.
Yeah, but I'm saying Janabek actually got skills and he has power. But I think the Janabek fight's more 50-50. He's actually at he actually might lose that fight, bro. But Zach Parker, yeah, he beats him. Even though
I'm saying,
I've never really seen
what
that.
does Janabek do to show separation by beating Rob Brandt and Hassan Endam? What does he do? What does he do that's special?
Like, like I said, he finishes his opponents, the ones that he needs to finish. Like I said, I want to see that fight. Like I said, when we see it and he looks good, you'll see. Like I said, we just gotta see it. And like I said, I don't know what Boo Boo's gonna do. Do you think he vacates or he goes up?
I don't know, and I don't too much care. I mean, it's all that's all on him. Shit. I hope he gets away from fucking Matchroom. I'll say that because his contract is under looking to renegotiate. Matchroom hasn't been able to do anything by him, so maybe as an independent he might be able to get something. But I think he's worried if he tries to make fights without Matchroom's representation, he might get shorted on the money. But like Janabek went he went 8 rounds and got a split decision victory against Vaughn Alexander. So it's like who are we hyping up here? Again, he stopped Rob Brandt and Hassan Endam. Didn't fucking Murata stop these two motherfuckers? Yeah, Murata stopped Rob Brandt in 2 rounds. And he stopped Hassan Endam in 7. So yeah, you're hyping Janabek up over people that Murata also knocked out.
No, he actually
This is
lost to one.
this is what I be talking about. This is the shit I be talking about. Like motherfuckers just be pulling motherfuckers out of the hat because they're from some country. Like, come on, man. Let these East Euro motherfuckers actually earn their hype. If Janabek beats Andrade, absolutely. All the hype on the planet. But until that time, man, Janabek is just a guy, man. Does he show some skill? Yes. Does he show some power? Yes. But currently, he has the same resume as Murata. Like, come on now. I mean, I could appreciate what Janabek brings to the table, but this is another situation where his hype is only coming from who he may potentially be. Same as Virgil Ortiz Jr., same as Benavidez, same as a lot of people. Their hype comes from who they might be able to beat. The hype hasn't come off of what they've done. It's from who they might be able to beat. Like Uzyk's hype is who he's already beat, what he has done. Shakur Stevens' hype is who he's already beat, what he's already done. These other motherfuckers get their hype from, they might be able to do something one day. Like, nah, that's not how hype works. That's not how hype works. Or at least that's not how hype should work, I should say.
Man, now people are trying to say that Kambosos is justified for blocking people harassing him.
Of course they are. But then when you or I do it, we're pussies. When me and you block people, we're pussies.
I know, right? I don't get it.
But Kambosos deserves to fight people, to block people, because all of a sudden motherfuckers worry about what Kambosos deserve. Man, fuck you. You ain't Kambosos' manager or his fucking baby mama. Shut the fuck up with that weak shit. When Kambosos was talking about fighting Lomachenko, nobody mentioned how he deserves to go to Australia. Every time it's discussed talking about Devin Haney, well, the fight needs to be in Australia. We got motherfuckers that live in America saying the fight needs to be in
Be in
Australia. What the
Australia.
fuck? What the fuck you care about it for? Why do you care where the geographic location of the motherfucking fight is? Why does that matter to you, the consumer? The fighters fighting have to be concerned about that. Why do you care where the fucking fight happens? Oh, the Cambosos does ours to fight on outside. It's just like Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor fought Regis Prograis in the UK. Okay, great, that's awesome, fantastic. But then for his undisputed fight, he has 3 of the 4 belts. He goes to America. Hmm. Interesting. It's just like Canelo hasn't fought in Mexico in fucking 10 goddamn years, but all of a sudden you're talking about Charlo. Now he needs to take his ass home somewhere? Weird how that all works.
I don't trust that fucking what's his name? El Chapo Jr. out there still running the streets. He fucking around and get that shit, shot up or some shit. You'll never know, man. I don't trust that shit. Don't fight that man in no damn Mexico. Matter of fact, yeah, fight him in Mexico so you can pop up with cleaning your system and say you ate at a restaurant there.
I mean, shit. It really don't matter where the fight is, but it's just the timing. Like the situation is already pretty much bad for Charlo if he takes the fight, which is that is what it is. You're
Man,
fighting Canelo,
make that fight in
but it's
Mexico,
just
bro. I'll take a trip down there. Don't be hitting on him,
now
man.
all
Why
of a
don't you want him
sudden
to fight in Mexico?
I don't give a fuck where he fights. I'm just talking about the timing. I don't
Oh,
care
you
where the
got
fuck he
excuses
fights.
ready already.
Go fight in Mexico. I don't give a shit. But you haven't fought in Mexico in a decade. All your biggest fights have been in the U.S. You fighting Charlo. Suddenly Charlo got to go to Mexico. Why now? Why not have all your big ass? Why
But
not
bro,
take
let's be
Plant's ass to
realistic, bro.
Mexico?
Bro, let's be realistic, bro. That shit's not happening in Mexico. I mean, the shit would be nice, but it probably happened in the Cowboy Stadiums or the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. But yeah, like I said, that'll be cool if it happens in Mexico. I don't mind. I might take a trip down there and watch it. But Armin, I heard you don't want that fight in Mexico. You said
Hell no.
why? Why, man? Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Because you know.
Dude, shit happens in Mexico all the time. What you talking about? Ain't nothing gonna have motherfuckers be hanging from freeways and getting put in barrels and shit.
Damn.
You laughing, but that's real shit.
Shit, I've seen it, bro. You don't think I've been? I used to live down there for a little bit when I had a move out there with my grandma. Yeah, I've seen it, bro. It's reckless, but I'm saying ain't nothing gonna happen, bro. He's gonna have security. He's gonna be in a safe spot. It's not like he's gonna, bro. He's gonna like, man. If you're not doing nothing and like minding your business, nobody's gonna do nothing to you. But if you're like, putting your nose when you're not called and going around doing, obviously you're gonna cause. If you want attention, you'll get attention.
Yeah, it is what it is. But Charlo's a celebrity. My thing is the cartels didn't really give a fuck about Canelo, so I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do to Charlo black ass.
They ain't gonna do shit to him, bro. They're not worried about Charlo, bro. They're just gonna be, oh, it's another American.
If Charlo go down there and something happens to my man's, I am gonna rebrand and I'm gonna make a fucking channel to call out this bullshit. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking
You said of
rebrand.
what?
I said
Bro, nothing.
if Charlo goes
If
down
something
there
happened to
and something
Charlo,
bad happens to him, I'm gonna fucking rebrand like a whole new online identity. I'm gonna make a channel and start fucking harassing people and shit. It's gonna be
What do
crazy.
you
I'm gonna be
mean?
like,
Something bad.
if anything bad, like if he gets fucking jumped or killed or blown up or poisoned or some crazy shit. If they try to do my nigga like Sonny Liston, it's
damn.
over with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
So you
all of a
gonna
sudden he
harass
wake up the
who?
day of the fight. Oh, Charlo died of a heart attack because of an overdose. Nah, fuck that shit.
Damn, you're gonna harass who?
Everybody is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be like the
But
fucking
bro,
black
you're
punch drunk.
tripping. Greg Hogan went to Mexico and nothing happened to him when he actually made some, pretty offensive remarks. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Charlo, bro. If he's like you
Greg
said, bro,
Hogan
he's
was
in
white,
there.
right?
Yeah, but I'm saying if they wanted to
Yeah,
do something
yeah,
to him,
ha ha
come on, bro. I've
ha.
seen that doesn't matter, bro. I've seen, like I
Wait, what
said, bro.
happened?
I've seen it. So this dude named Greg Hogan about Chavez made some comments, but I'm saying if they really wanted to like do something, they could have. I've seen people. I'm not gonna say too much, but I've seen like why people get pressed in Mexico when they make certain comments or say certain things. Yeah, I've seen it. It's not like it's not gonna be like but I'm saying they're not gonna waste their time on Greg Hogan. But Charles, unless Charles is out there, going to disrespecting people and like going out there and doing shit.
What
He'll
if
be
he
fine. Right? Nothing's gonna happen to him.
what if he accidentally knocks Canelo out? I'd be very concerned for his safety if he fucked around and did some crazy shit
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. In Mexico, imagine him sleeping Canelo in Mexico, bro.
Just by accident. He gets one lucky uppercut off and then the
Man,
shit is over. It's done. His shit will blow up like the
nah, I don't think
Godfather.
that shit
Mark my
will
fucking
happen.
words. He gonna start the car and the shit gonna blow up.
He gonna knock him out. Damn. All right, it's all
You
bad
know
for
that.
You know,
brother.
Charlo would not leave Mexico the fuck alive if he accidentally did that. If he just let one lucky punch off and then Canelo went to bed, he would not make it the fuck out of there alive. It would be over.
Damn. That's all bad for Charlie, I guess. No fight in Mexico then.
I don't
Hell
care where the
no,
fight
no
happens.
fight in
All I said
Mexico.
was, I don't care where the fight happens. All I said was, if he goes down there and something happens to him, I'm gonna be the black punch drunk. Watch, it's gonna be crazy.
Punch
Except
drunk
I'm not.
boxing?
Yeah, except I'm not gonna fake like accidents to get my numbers up. I'm gonna be fucking like
Oh, you
Umar
petty,
Johnson of
man. Don't
boxing.
do him like that.
So you gonna be the
Yeah,
Uh,
Umar
that's just
Johnson of
funny as shit.
boxing?
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, watch. It's gonna be all super duper pro black. Motherfuckers gonna hate my ass. I'm gonna be like the black
Bro,
Lalo.
people, do people really do get paid for this shit, man? I'm a boxing fan, but I'm new to the YouTube content. Should I be seeing all these channels going at each other? I'm like, damn, it's really serious out here. This is how people
Yeah, you
survive.
can.
This is how people pay their.
Well, like some people like bigger channels like Blue Blood, Dante, Ego, and those dudes, yeah, they can pay their bills off of their bases, but a lot of other people just use this as a secondary source of income. But if you build your channel to like over 20,000
That's
subscribers and you have consistent watch hours, then yeah, you could real life knock some bills out and like pay rent and stuff where you can make this your full time job.
man. I don't know, man. I don't like a couple channels, man. There's only one that I don't like, man.
Yeah, I don't watch everybody. Like I make time for this. I make time for Southern Tea. I make time for a few.
Oh,
But
he's
yeah,
cool. He's cool. He's
I
cool.
don't.
Sorry. No, but I just don't like the ones
Yeah,
that just be making lies up. My thing is when they make like the most, like the biggest, like they just make some shit up and people start believing it. It's like, bro, come on now, like don't be making shit up because then people don't even look it up. They look and then they start repeating it and then it's like, wait. But I don't got a problem. Like I said, everybody's doing their thing. They're trying to, get paid. They're trying to, do their thing. So salute to them.
yeah,
Yo,
no, it's cool. I mean,
Armin, I was gonna ask you, how do you
go
get
ahead, go
that
ahead.
wrench thing? Is that like for people that've been on the channel?
Oh,
How do
you
you
trying to
get that?
get wrenched in the comments? Ooh.
Yeah, how do you get that? Or am I not? Am I not?
Nah, I don't want you blocking my people, man.
Man, I don't, bro. I'm not gonna do that. But it's not my channel. Come on, man. Okay, it's cool, bro.
Hey, they people like that video we did yesterday. Talk about Canelo.
I know I feel
Man,
bad.
hey,
I didn't come on
yeah,
to the
hey,
ass
Art,
end.
man. Hey, Art, man. I don't know, man. I see some comments that I'm just like, okay, okay.
It's all love, Polo.
It's all love, man. I don't take this shit. I don't know. Like I said, all I got is a picture with Canelo. I don't really know that motherfucker. What have I ever seen
Right?
Canelo?
Some people take it super personal. They be calling you out your name, all types of shit.
Yeah, bro. For no reason. Like I said, I respect Canelo. He's doing stuff for boxing, but I mean, like I said, all I got is an autograph and a picture. Who says that next time I see Canelo, he don't tell me go fuck off, like go somewhere, like. Because I've heard stories, bro, where they like fans of boxers, bro, and they meet them in person, and they're not as cool as they say they are. Like I
Well, it
said,
depends on how
we
you
all got
approach.
connections with.
It depends on how you approach him. Like Canelo is 5'8". If you just try to run up on him and give him a hug, then yeah, he might be like, "Hey, calm down, some." But if you like try to introduce yourself, because you know how like especially women, they'll try to run and like kiss him and shit. You can't be doing all that.
Yeah, they've done that before. I've seen that. That shit's kind of in front of his girl. Like that's why he's been having like they do that shit. Like that's what he has like he hasn't had like relationships because they do that, bro. I've seen it. I've heard that they actually try to do that shit, bro. And imagine you got your wife and shit.
Yeah, he's a rich man. You're supposed to have hoes.
Yo, man, how many baby mamas does he got? I didn't even know that, bro.
He has three, but I don't care. That's just some shit I say whenever people talk about Mayweather's issues or Tank's issues. I'm like, okay, you want to talk about random shit not related to boxing? Canelo
Hey,
has three baby
so
mamas.
Polo, what
Big
happened
deal.
to the story with Canelo? Did he break somebody's jaw at a bar or what?
Oh yeah, I did find that. I'm gonna send it. Apparently, him and a boxer named Archie Solis got into some beef in Guadalajara because they were like, they were beefing over some broad. So then they got into it or some shit. I don't know, but that dude's like a flyweight, bro. And they actually like he did break his jaw. Like I think he tried to take him to court. I I never heard about like. And then also about that sparring partner, Dehab. I actually did read into an article, so I didn't read so far, but I'm gonna look into it. And then next time we go, I'll post it. But yeah, bro. Apparently, a sparring partner did like unfortunately pass away.
Hey, man, but that's fucked up. How I think that him whooping somebody ass in a bar who's a flyweight is a worse story than the sparring partner. Because at least the sparring partner had a chance with some protective gear, but he whooping on flyweights.
Nah, but
Go
that
hell
flyweight can
no,
fight though. Nah, but that flyweight can fight though. I'm not
bruh.
gonna lie, bro. You see, like he shit.
Bruh, I can fight. How do you
Bro,
think I would
trust
do
me.
against
Like
Canelo? Exactly, I'd probably get fucking killed. Like,
shit,
so what are you talking about?
shit.
Oh,
Bro,
the
flyweight,
flyweight can
bro. Like,
fight.
come on now.
And people be telling me like, "Art
Yeah, he
man, you hate
probably was.
Canelo so much. How can you go fight him?" Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
they.
Exactly. Yeah. If I'm getting paid, if I'm getting paid
Bro,
over a
I heard
million
he did
dollars
catch him in
after
the
taxes to
club,
fight Canelo, I would happily take the fight
bro.
because you're gonna need to fuck off a quarter million of it on fucking medical expenses.
Mm.
Shit, for real. Yo, what if you had
Oh,
a
that
chance to
flyweight can
interview?
fight.
No,
Oh, go
he
ahead. Go
can,
ahead. I'm
bro.
sorry.
I heard he was. I heard the story that he was actually letting off. So, but you gotta understand, this was teenage Canelo. This was, before Canelo hit his. This was like 2011, 2010. So this is before he won a world title. So you got, and this
But he
flyweight
was
was
still
actually
fighting at 154, though. You talking about a flyweight, bro? Put 154 Canelo in with the greatest flyweight that ever lived. He gets stopped in
shit.
five. It doesn't matter who the fuck it
Yo,
is.
Armin, I was gonna ask you, bro. What if you had the chance to interview Canelo on your channel? Would you do it? Yo, yo, Artman.
He probably blowing his nose. But I hope he would. That'd be cool.
Man, but you said you got another. You just hit Canelo fans though, right? You said that before. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of him. I'm not like a Canelo. Like, I ride, because he's from where I'm from. But like I said, I understand why you say his fans are annoying because I've seen it myself, bro. Yo,
Yeah, they think motherfucking when we talk about Canelo, we talk about Mexico.
what happened?
They feel like if we diss Canelo, we're talking about Mexico.
Well, in a sense, like you said, bro, like when people diss Wilder, what do you feel like they dissing you? Like that's what I'm saying. So in a
No, I
way,
feel
you
like they're
as
dissing Wilder. Wilder isn't all black people. Only racists think that.
And
Like when I
they wanted us to think that, oh, Wilder represents all black people, so Wilder loses, all of black boxing loses.
nah, but that's like I
yeah
said, bro. That's what boxing has made it to. Like I'm not gonna lie, if Canelo loses, yeah, he loses. Okay, it's a sad day, but we're not gonna have like a sad, like damn, it's gonna be a sad day. Cause be honest, bro, maybe have him won't even give a fuck. Like that's not a sad day. Like he lost, But if he wins, like well, celebrate. If everybody in Mexico wants to celebrate, they can go ahead. But like you said, not everyone from Mexico likes Canelo. Not every Mexican likes Canelo. I understand where y'all coming from. Like you said, I've seen Canelo fans. Yeah, they get annoying. And a lot of times they're just casuals, bro. They're just dick riding a dude that's pound for pound that is prime right now. But when he loses or when he starts, you'll see how fast Canelo
Even
fans go
Triple
away.
G fans are flopping.
Like I said,
Yeah,
Triple
you
G
saw that.
fans
Remember when Triple G was the A
have no
side?
choice. Triple G has accomplished nothing. He's accomplished
Yeah,
nothing
so
in
like,
boxing.
so bro, remember when our man, remember when Triple G had all these fans? He was the A side. Triple G was this, and then what happened when he lost against Canelo? Man, all the fans went away.
You said what?
Remember when Triple G had all these fans? He was the number one. He was like the best thing that they've seen in middle. And then after the Canelo fight, like a year, he had some fans, but after COVID, it seems like there's no Triple G fans anymore.
Yeah, there's none.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This
Yeah,
is
now
different.
whenever you talk about Triple G, they're like, no, Charlo shouldn't fight Triple G. Why? Why?
He's too old now.
Yeah, there's no point. He should, but Murata should get the Triple G fight. Isn't he too old for Murata too?
They indirectly tell on themselves.
Yeah, it's craziness. Shit. And then people are still saying, well, Triple G is still currently better than Charlo. Okay, so let them fight. No! Charlo need to leave the division. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Hold on, y'all keep on cooking real quick. Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all keep on cooking real quick. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still listening.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where
What do you
Polo
think
went.
about them talk about Canelo? I mean, Charlo could just jump up and wait on his first fight and fight Canelo right off the top.
Of course, that's the situation that they want to see Charlo in. I mean, they wouldn't. No Canelo fan would accept the fight in any other form or fashion. Like for example, if Charlo went up to 168, knocked out two motherfuckers back to back, they'd be like, nah, he don't deserve shit. He has no belt anymore. He vacated, so he has no value to Canelo. It's the same reason how they're trying to articulate the logic of Charlo, the 160 champion, is ducking the number one WBC contender at 168, but the 168 WBC champion isn't ducking the number one 168 contender. Like, just shit like that is weird. And then the same people that'll be like, oh, well, there was a contract. Okay, if he rejected a contract, then why didn't the belt just vacate? How was he able to get Canelo's belt? That's always the question I ask. I'm like, oh, there was a contract. Okay, cool. Let's say there's a contract. How was he able to get Canelo's belt, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if he turned down the opportunity to fight for the title, then the title should have just been vacated once the franchise champion was bestowed. How does Charlo take the place of the champion if he didn't actually fight for it, or if he turned down the opportunity to fight for it? Because that's what happened with Estrada. Estrada, the shit just went vacant. And then people say, people try to articulate the same language with Haney, and it's like, but Haney was willing to fight Lomachenko, which is why he got his belt. So it's just like, we gotta keep shit real.
Charlo's a super Negro, so he can jump and fight Canelo at 168 and have all his
Yeah,
speed, power, and agility.
that kind of language is dangerous too, because the superhumanization of African Americans is what a lot of doctors, politicians, and law enforcement professionals use to justify unjust punishment or higher pain tolerance for African Americans. Oh, see, we got one. He doesn't deserve a chance. So it's back and forth. It's back and forth. He's done nothing at 168. Well, apparently Canelo fans are cool with it, and whatever Canelo fans are cool with, that's usually what happens. So that shit don't matter no more. Like I said, I'm not even sold that the fight's happening because Joe Smith Jr. fights this weekend, and I think Joe Smith Jr. gonna knock Jafrard or whatever his name. I think he's gonna knock him smooth the fuck out. And that is what it is. This motherfucker. Shit, this dude is a nobody. He pulled him out of nowhere on super short notice because Callum Johnson allegedly got COVID, which I think is garbage. I don't think Callum Johnson got no motherfucking Megatron. I don't think he got no Megatron variant. I think somebody came up with some bread, said, cool the fuck out, we'll do something else with you. Let go ahead, Joe Smith Jr. look good, so then Canelo can go to the WBO and fight Joe Smith Jr.
You think it's all plot?
Yeah, and I think the Macabooty situation, he still might fight the winner of that fight. He hasn't thrown Macaboo in the garbage. because all these sources are secondhand. Reynoso and his team have said nothing. Charlo and his team have said nothing. All they've talked about is I'm moving up. Charlo hasn't vacated shit. So all this shit sounds sweet, but I think it's just to test the water. I think it's just to see what motherfuckers are looking like, or what the public is feeling.
Because even if Charlo moving up, I'm gonna keep it 100. I want to believe that he still has the strength and ability to do so. I feel like even then, Canelo knows still low key a dangerous fight because he could, if his power transfer, he does have the power to fuck around and accidentally sleep Canelo.
100%. If he lands a decent shot and stumbles him and is able to follow up with accurate shots, he does have the ability to stop him. From a strength perspective, but it's just, is Canelo going to be there to be hit? And how does Charlo take 175 power?
Is Charlo gonna throw 5 jabs in a row?
Yeah, there's that. I think that Charlo, his best chance is to go back and watch the Callum Smith fight. Now, a lot of people may think I'm dumb for saying this, but watch the Callum Smith fight. Callum Smith took all of Canelo's best work and still went 12. And Jermall Charlo is going to need every single round to be an opportunity for him to end up stopping Canelo. Because, again, that's the only way you're going to beat him. So, he evaded all of his best work. He absorbed he's blocked most of his body shots. He didn't take a clean shot to the chin. Oh, Polo got kicked out. Yeah, he never took a clean shot to the chin. All the uppercuts and all the shit that Canelo has done to eliminate people, Callum Smith was able to weather. So that's an important fight to watch. And that was at 168. And this is after
his arm though, looking like he punched the shit out of his arm.
Yeah. But and I'm not recommending Charlo shell up or do what Callum Smith did, but it's important to just see what happened, because the thing is, Canelo, when you're throwing punches, he doesn't throw punches with you. He'll just back up and stop punching. And that's where Jermall needs to capitalize. Because Canelo is a counter puncher, but he doesn't throw while you're throwing because he don't want to get caught.
Canelo don't throw many punches. I said that yesterday. I really don't think so.
He don't need to.
How to throw the punches.
Yeah, he don't need to because he's knocking everyone the fuck out with single shots. So he doesn't need to throw a whole bunch of punches because he's confident you're not going to win a decision no matter what you do. And his plan is to smoke you. See, like, because people say you don't throw that many punches, but that's why I always bring up the Josecito Lopez fight. Back in the day, he was a fucking pure volume puncher. He was fighting like little Marquez in there.
That's what I'm saying. That punch, the combination he used to knock out, what's his name? The one that was rapping at him in Spanish. I forgot the dude's name he fought. The one that was clowning him. It was another Mexican fighter. I know Canelo saying he don't fight Mexicans, but he fought a Mexican dude, and the dude was clowning him or whatever, rapping and shit. They got into the fight. Canelo just blasted him out with like a crazy, wicked combination of body top. Left, right hook to the body, up top, uppercut. Polo know who I'm talking about. Alfonso Gomez, yeah.
Yeah.
Canelo, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. People saying, no, yeah, Canelo will beat the newer, or Floyd will lose to the newer version of Canelo. And I'm like, this newer version of Canelo is fucking slow, not throwing a lot of punches. Slow on his feet.
That's because he's concerned. Number one, he's concerned about his gas tank. He's heavier now, so he can't be doing all that ninja shit. He can't be throwing 1,000 punches real quick. And number two, he doesn't need to. He knows that if he lands the right shot,
bro, he got better at his boxing skills. Back then, he wasn't really, he used to get hit a lot. And back then, he used to fight he had decent boxing skills, but now he kind of moved away from that Mexican style. He still fights it, kind of, but it's not like how it used to be. And like you said, bro, he doesn't just throw combinations because he times his shots. Like when he fought Billy Joe Sanders, he threw that uppercut and got Billy Joe Sanders and broke his arm. Same with Caleb Plant. When he threw that overhook, he hit him right on and he, fucking Caleb Plant went across the ropes and then it was over. But like you said, I want to see this.
Why is he doing? He's doing less now and getting knockouts, but he was doing a lot more and wasn't getting knockouts.
But I think
that's why I bring up the Callum Smith fight. because you notice he threw everything in the kitchen sink at Callum Smith, and Callum Smith didn't actually go anywhere. And it's because he didn't give him access to his liver and his chin, because that's really the only way that that's really the only way Canelo gets people out of there. And as you saw, as the fight got longer, Canelo was sweating, breathing hard, a little tired, and it's like, if Callum Smith had power worth a damn at 168, that'd be something he can capitalize on. But he just didn't.
But he didn't because he took the fight on short notice.
He doesn't, and he didn't have any power at 168. Why do you think the moment he wasn't wagering, he started knocking motherfuckers out with single punches? Went up to 175 first fight, gives the dude a seizure.
You think something like that can happen to Charlo if he fight Canelo? He'll come up and get more power?
More power, sure. More power to fight Canelo, I don't know. And also Charlo, because he's gaining weight and I don't think he's using anything, he's probably going to slow down a little. There's only certain people.
And guess what? We'll never know, possibly because his very first fight is not going. We're going to see everything in his very first fight against Canelo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's funny because it gets on my nerves because this is why I admire the Mexican people in their solidarity, because black folks, you can't get that from them. Now we got black people talking about, oh, why y'all complaining? Fucking Charlo should be straight. I've always wanted to see this fight. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, switch places. If Canelo was in Charlo's place, Canelo would not be taking this fucking fight. Just like he didn't fight any of them at 154. He could have smoked Andre at 154 like nothing, but he waited for him to be stripped for inactivity and then fought Liam Smith for that same belt. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not hating. I'm just pointing out the double standards. Because, like I said, if Canelo and Jermall Charlo were two different people, like Jermall Charlo was Canelo and he fought Mayweather and he tested positive, all this bullshit, Canelo wouldn't be fighting no motherfucking Charlo. He wouldn't. He'd be like, what the fuck for? No, for what? I'm a champ right here. But hey, this is why African Americans have so much pride, because we always have to go the hardest road for success. We always have to go the hardest road. Motherfucker on Twitter today was talking about Canelo, Cotto, and Marquez were Mayweather's cherry picks. I'm like, excuse me?
Marquez was, but not Cotto and Canelo.
Marquez was ranked number 5 pound for pound in 2009 when he fought him.
He was a lightweight. He never fought anything past 135. So I mean, it was kind of a cherry. At least with Mikey, he fought that was Marquez's first fight past 135, and like I said, they didn't even meet at the weight that they agreed to. He was fighting a full-on welterweight, so that was kind of a cherry pick. To me, it was. And then with Cotto and Canelo, Cotto was actually coming out from his 2 biggest wins, and then with Canelo, I mean, he got him right in the perfect time. So
I repeat, Manuel Marquez was ranked number 5 pound for pound in 2009 when they fought.
Yeah, but he's the thing's a lightweight. Like I said, bro,
he beat Joel Casamayor, Juan Diaz, Barrera, Toledo, got a draw with Pacquiao.
Have Loma. Like I said, have Cambosos fight Spence, and have the same. Have Devin Haney go up and fight Spence. Of course, it's not going to be a competitive match. It's just going to be a mismatch. Like, he didn't fight anything past.
Devin Haney fighting Spence would be competitive if he went up. Yeah, it would.
Wouldn't. No way.
It would.
Well, like I said, you have him fight Spence and see how it turns out, and it's not going to be competitive. He's going to stop Devin Haney, bro. Like you said, it's not the same getting punched by Jojo Diaz.
He didn't stop Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia isn't as good of a boxer as Devin Haney. Devin Haney actually wanted to fight Mikey Garcia at 140 because he couldn't get any fights, and Mikey Garcia turned that shit down for fucking Sandor Martin, and he lost.
But like I said, bro, he hasn't fought anything past 135 at that time. So like I said, that was the cherry pick. And like I said, Mikey Garcia already proved himself in the sport. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing it now, but I'm saying, I mean, yeah, that's what he gets for being inactive. Like I said, bro, prime, I think Mikey would have been before Spence. I think Mikey beats Haney at that time. Now Haney beats him, but I mean, if it was like 2018, the Mikey that fought Adrian Broner beat fucking Robert Easter, that one gives Haney a fight, but this one loses because we just saw what happened. He lost to Sandor Martin.
And like I said, it's not like Mayweather was knocking out people at this time. He went 12 with them like he went 12 with a bunch of other folks. But
Yeah,
like
but
I
I'm saying you
said,
can't like yeah,
my
that's a good
one
win, but it
and
wasn't gonna
Mayweather
be
was
a.
coming off a long layoff himself.
But bro, he Marcus
He's
has
like, wasn't it like
never
a two
fought
year
past.
layoff?
Listen, Marcus is 5'5". He's never win. Okay, an example: Have Tank versus Spence. Have Tank versus Spence. That's like I said, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be competitive. I don't know why you're trying to. First of all, Marcus was like I said, yeah, he was, but he hasn't fought past 135. That was his first fight. They were gonna meet at a catchweight. Didn't even happen. He fought a full on welter, and we saw what
But
the difference. That's why they
Floyd took
make weight
2 years
classes.
off. He
Bro, it
took
doesn't.
two
Like I
years
said,
off.
bro, Spence could take 2 years off if I take and he beats him like nothing. I'm trying to tell you, have Boots take 2 years. Like
Okay.
I said, bro, I don't know why
That
you're
also.
complaining. That's a good win, but I'm saying it wasn't
I'm
like
not
a.
complaining.
Let
You're
me get.
saying that Juan Manuel Marquez is a cherry pick for somebody.
And, well, I mean, to have him jump 2 weight classes to fight a full on welterweight, a man that's never fought past 135, and like I said, yeah, that is a cherry pick.
Okay, I mean, hey, and this is what we're talking about. So Floyd comes back and fights a pound for pound top five off of a 2 year layoff, and has him go up in weight, and that's the cherry. But oh no, Charlo is a solid fight. This ain't no cherry. Like you see how the energy switches. Like this is what we're talking about. I'm glad you said that while we're
But
on
here's the
live.
thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Isn't Charlo naturally bigger than Canelo? I don't know if he's stronger than him, but he's bigger than
He's
Canelo.
only
And
ever fought
Marcus,
his
but
his
here's the
highest
thing,
fight is
though. It's only one
160.
division. You're talking about a guy that's 5'5", that never has fought past 135 and is not
Canelo
even the
has
bigger
fought
guy.
as high as 175.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like you're saying that it's only one division. It's only like I said, and Marcus wasn't the naturally bigger dude. Now, if Marcus was a bigger dude, then okay, yeah, that I mean. But like I said Mayweather was a naturally bigger dude. And like I said, Marcus is a small guy coming from 2 weight
Mayweather was
classes.
just a little taller, but Mayweather wasn't
Nah,
super
bro, he was
big.
big.
He's
Yes,
never
bro, he
been
was bigger
big.
than bro. He was bigger than Marcus. Marcus is not a tall guy, bro. Look at the size difference when they put them against each other. Mayweather was huge compared to Marcus.
Huge? No. They were damn near the same size. Mayweather's just a little taller. Again, I don't know why Canelo fans always think that boxing is a game of height. It's not height classes, it's weight classes. Like look at
Yeah, but like
Usyk
I
and
said, that's why
AJ.
they did
That
weight. That's why
motherfucker is
they
a
did weight
refrigerator
classes.
with legs, and Usyk beat him within an inch of his goddamn life. So it's like stop it with the height classes shit. That shit is retarded.
But
It
like
doesn't
I
matter.
said, weight classes matter. Marcus is coming from 2 weight divisions, never fought past 135. Like I
Yeah,
said, it
and
wasn't.
Charlo is coming up from 154 to fight a guy who's been as high as
He's a
175.
160,
So,
bro. He's at 160 right
oh
now
shit,
since he
I
just
thought weight
started.
classes mattered.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, isn't he at 160? Like I said, that was only one fight. Like I said, and Mark. Oh, we can do that again as well. Mayweather fought at 154, fought a blown up one De La Hoya, and he
Blown up De La Hoya. De La Hoya outweighed him.
that's what I'm saying. He fought out full on, so we can do that all day, bro. Like he fought at 154, and then he comes back 2 years
Yeah,
later
he
and fights
fought
at
a heavier Oscar De La Hoya and beat him.
like I said, bro, we can do that all day. Like I said, Canelo had one fight at 175, and then after it's been 2 years, he's never fought
And
there
then he's
again. So
talking
like I
about going
said,
up to cruiserweight.
has he done that? Has he done that? He's talking about it. Has he went up to cruiserweight? He hasn't yet. So like I said, bro, the only advantage here is that weight. That's it, one weight division. But Charlo is just a bigger guy. I don't know if he's physically stronger than Canelo, but like I said, he's it's
It's crazy to me how Canelo's gone up to 175 and people are still saying Charlo's the naturally bigger dude. Like so, basically, you're saying that Canelo's unnaturally bigger.
well, no, Charlo's
Bingo.
the bigger guy. Wait. I said Charlo's the isn't is Charlo? Answer my question. Is Charlo bigger than Canelo?
No,
Yeah, he's not bigger than. No, he is bigger than Canelo in size. Like, isn't Charlo naturally the bigger guy?
no.
Yes, he is. He's the bigger guy, bro. If you Charlo is taller
Do
than
you
him,
mean
he's not
taller
physically
or
stronger.
bigger?
Like
Taller
bigger,
or
as in like
bigger?
taller. Isn't Charlo the bigger guy? Bigger as like
Charlo
size.
is taller than him, but boxing is divided by weight classes, not height classes.
But I'm saying, who's the bigger naturally guy? Isn't Charlo the bigger naturally guy? Yeah, he's the bigger guy. So I'm
He's
saying, like I
not
said,
because he's only fought at 160. Canelo's gone from fucking 140 to 175. Canelo's clearly the bigger person, unless you're saying that Canelo is unnaturally bigger.
Canelo's naturally the smaller guy. Like I said, look at the size difference.
So then
Charlo's the
why has he
bigger guy
competed in such higher weight classes than Charlo?
because he's gone up and challenged himself. Charlo's, like I said, Charlo stayed at 160 for how many years? So,
Right.
like I said, it's time to go.
So
He's gonna
Canelo
actually
is
like
bigger, but Charlo is naturally bigger. So you're saying Canelo is
Yeah.
unnaturally bigger than Charlo?
Well, like you said, if you look at it, Charlo's actually bigger than Canelo in size. And like I
No,
said, naturally,
Charlo is taller than Canelo. He's not bigger than Canelo because he only fights at 160, bro.
because like I said, he can make 168 without it. He can go to 175 and grab a belt. But like I said, he stayed at 160. But like I said, we'll see it and we'll see what we will say. I favor Canelo. I think Charlo will do decent, and like I said, Charlo will do well at 168. But like I told you, it's not like he's gonna come back from two weight divisions. Like I said, bro, we'll see the fight.
I'm just trying to make sure that Canelo fans understand that it's not a game of height classes; it's weight classes. So when you guys say, "Oh, people are bigger than Canelo," no, you mean taller. Most of the motherfuckers he fought ain't been bigger than him. Mayweather wasn't. Fucking Angulo, Khan, Kirkland, Laura, Fielding, Smith,
No, no,
Yildirim. None of these motherfuckers were really bigger than Canelo. They were just a little taller than him. BGS wasn't bigger than fucking Canelo. Andrade ain't bigger than Canelo. Charlo ain't bigger than Canelo.
so
Shit,
how
only
are they not bigger than? That doesn't
Bivol
make
ain't
sense.
bigger than Canelo.
How are
Look at
they? How are they not
Bivol.
bigger? How are they not bigger than Canelo though? Explain that. That doesn't make sense. How are they not bigger than Canelo? Like, are you talking about like
Canelo
big
has
guys?
wider shoulders, bigger back, significantly more muscle mass than all these motherfuckers. Again, boxing is not a game of height; it's a game of weight. Now, does height give you some advantages? Sure, you're punching down at some guy, and maybe you have a slightly longer reach. But Canelo is bigger and wider than most of these people. Let's get some shoulder measurements. Like I said, you can say that Charlo's naturally bigger, but he's only fought at 160 while Canelo's gone as high as 175. So that means Canelo was unnaturally bigger than
And
Charlo,
talking about
which is
fighting at 200 pounds.
literally, how the fuck do you have the confidence to go to cruiserweight and just snatch a belt off top? Talking about I'm gonna challenge my goddamn self. Imagine Terrence Crawford going from 135 to fucking cruiserweight and fighting a motherfucker like Breeders. People would call bullshit on that so quickly because I know I would. But basically, it's
Well,
okay. You're saying that Canelo is unnaturally bigger than Charlo, which is true, which is accurate. He is unnaturally bigger than Charlo.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like that's why people are like, wait, how are you saying Canelo's bigger than him? And I'm like, dude, you can't see it. The guy just came from fighting at 175. How does that?
but
I'm
like I
just
said,
saying, if it
with
was any
Crawford, the
other
biggest we ever
fighters
see
in
at
this
Crawford
scenario,
is
it'll be
probably 160 or 154. He's never gonna go up to cruiserweight. But like I said, you gotta understand where Canelo started. Canelo naturally started at welterweight. Then he couldn't make it. Then he went to super welterweight.
No,
So
he started at
Crawford started
140.
at 140. Like I said, he didn't have many fights at 140 because, like I said, he jumped to welterweight, then he jumped to super welterweight. Like I said, bro, he started. Like I said, he's naturally a bigger guy than those guys in those weight divisions. But like when it's super welter, he's a little bit like he's in between. Like he's not a tall guy for like super middleweight and light heavyweight. But like I said, he has the skills to be champion and beat those guys. But like I said, we'll see the fight. We'll see what happens. I would have loved to
Yeah,
see
because
Charlo get one fight in between, and so like I said, to make it fair. But like I said, it happens. If he takes it,
yeah,
that's on him. Like I said, no excuses. Best man win. But
yeah.
like I said, I'm going
Virgil
to see
Ortiz
Charlo.
Jr. isn't the tallest welterweight, but he fucked up Maurice Hooker pretty good. Who was bigger?
But like I said, yeah, that's
This is what I'm talking about. It's not a game of height; it's weight. Why do you think David Hay was able to beat up motherfuckers like Valuev? Because it's not a game of height; it's weight.
But wasn't
Fucking
the guy that he
cruiserweight.
beat naturally like heavier than him? I'm bigger.
The guy that Hay beat up. Yeah, the
The
guy that
Russian
Hay
guy,
beat
yeah,
up out.
was
Yeah,
outweighed him.
he outweighed him. That's because it's not a game of height. It's a game. It's a game. It's a fucking. It's a size. It's a weight game. Valuev was 7 feet fucking tall. Didn't matter because they were both in the same division. They were both supposed to be at heavyweight. And he goes. It's just like fucking when Steve Cunningham dropped the hell out of Tyson Fury. It's not a game of height. It's a game of weight. If
Did you
Steve
guys ever
Cunningham was
watch that
coming up from
fight?
light, yeah, I watched that fight. If Steve Cunningham was coming up from fucking light heavyweight, he wouldn't have had that kind of power. But he's coming up from cruiser, so he can still fuck with some heavyweights. Like that. What? Like for example, why? And it all depends because why do you think Gassiev isn't making any noise at heavyweight and is contemplating retirement? That power looked good at cruiserweight, but you get up to heavy and it's a different story. Like
But
imagine
he's
better
naturally
be.
that dude is like that dude to me is too small for heavyweight, bro. At cruiserweight he was decent. At light heavyweight he could have
He's
been
like
like
six
man.
four. He's taller
He's
than
6'4"?
Usyk. Yeah,
Hold on, let me look at because like I said, I don't know. I've seen him in there. He didn't look that big, but
because Usyk beat his ass.
Shit. Well, fellas, I gotta get up out of here. About to go spend some time with the old lady. You know how that goes.
All right.
We're gonna do this later on, man. Hopefully, we get some more boxing news because it seems like this Canelo Charlo shit's not even concrete.
Yeah, I did, and I did, like I said, Joe Smith Jr. fights this weekend. Watching Joe Smith Jr. look good, the energy change.
what do you mean the energy change? That they'll pick Joe Smith or
Yeah, cause why wouldn't you? Especially if you think about going down to cruise, if you're going up to cruiserweight, you break him off, and then Joe Smith Jr. is free to the WBO. And you're talking about going to light heavyweight and cleaning up those belts any fucking way.
no? But I think what's gonna
Especially,
happen is he'll probably defend the titles against like somebody like Charlo. Then he'll probably go to cruiserweight, then come back to light heavyweight. Because like you said, we see what he did. He went to light heavyweight. He came down back to super middleweight. So what I think is gonna happen, he's still gonna fight McAvoy. He's just gonna wait until McAvoy takes care of business, see if McAvoy unifies, and then he'll probably fight him later. I'm telling you, he's gonna still
McAboo
have
isn't
a
going to
fight.
unify. He'll lose. Who would McAboo beat
Bro,
in a unification?
he'll beat the French guy. He'll beat the French guy.
No,
Mark my words. He'll beat the
no, he
French
loses
guy.
to
He'll beat
all
him.
those people. He might
No,
not
he
even win
will.
this shit.
Oh, like I said, bro, he already knocked him out. I'm telling you, he beats the French guy.
Okay.
Like I've seen him fight. I'm not gonna say. Like I said, I don't say they sell their bones because they're champions. Like I said, not anybody can be just come boxing and be a champion. Like if it was that
Well,
easy, I
you can
said
be a
everybody would.
franchise. You can be a franchise champion without fighting. So that's not true. Anybody can be a
Yeah,
champion.
wait. But they were already boxers. Like I said, if it was easier, like I said, everybody would be a champion. Like no, that's not fast because they were already boxing when they became a franchise champion.
Yeah, but you just say anybody can become the W. Is as long as you have a professional boxing license, the WBC can just say you're a franchise champion.
I don't think that's how it works, man. Because like I said, look who became. I don't think shit. You want to join? I'll pay for your boxing license. You want to do it? See if you become a
Oh,
champion.
if you'll pay for it, fuck yeah, I'll sign up. If you're gonna pay for everything.
Shit. But I'm saying it's not gonna be as easy as you think. I don't think you automatically have to then become a champion like that. You know.
Anyways, but all right, man. Thanks for having me on. You have a good one, Polo.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
man.
too, bro. You going live later?
Probably not, but we'll see.
All right, for sure, bro.